Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah. How y'all doing tonight? I hope everybody in good spirits. Is to the Street TV in your area. Salute Love Lace. Salute Carl Belton. Salute Crystal Williams. My homie Teran. Salute the Mom Boss Mayo. Salute the Ron DTV. Salute my homie Iceberg Thoughts. Yeah, salute to all the loyal supporters. Madeline Queen, how you doing, babe? Salute to you. We about to get into it, y'all. Y'all know I keep my ears to the street. I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. I know it's Sunday night. We all gotta get up, do some adulting in the morning. So you know, we gonna make this real brief and educational. Yes, sir. I'm just fixing me a little quick cup of coffee, y'all. I'm almost done real quick. I'm almost done real quick. I'm almost done, man. I'm almost done. Here I come. Here I come. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. I was just over there with Sister T. If y'all ain't seen me, man, Sister T over there wild or not. Sister T over there exposing them transformers in the sky. Salute to Sister T. Okay, y'all, I got my coffee. I got my coffee. I got my coffee. Here I come right now. So, before I get started, man, I wanted to ask, who all in here familiar with cryptocurrency? Anybody up here familiar with cryptocurrency and they want to come up here and, okay, yeah, I'm making deliveries, Coco 1984. That's what's up, babe. Because I'm about to talk about some cryptocurrency, man. So if anybody in here, feel like they're a professional at all this and that, I'm just going to get the information how I got it. So I could be wrong about some stuff. I could be right about some stuff. I'm going off of my opinion. But if we got any cryptocurrency experts in here and you want to come up here and share a little opinion, because I'm about to pull up a little information that I ran across while keeping my ears to the street. Feel welcome to hit that link. Feel welcome to hit that link. You are more than welcome to hit that link. Because I want you to tell me what you think. If you are into cryptocurrency, hit that link. Let me know what you think. All right. And I know a lot of people still coming from over there with the homie. Somebody got Biz one-on-one on the line. That's his line. That's his lane. Yeah, because see, me and Biz one-on-one, we had this conversation about a month ago. Yeah, we had this conversation about a month ago, and I gave my opinion about it. And I ain't the smartest man in the world, but shit, it seemed like I was right, y'all. It seemed like I was right. It seemed like I was right. All right. Let's get it. Please believe I'm certified. Hustle hard from 9 to 9. I done took about 100 losses, mother came up about 1,000 times. Story of my life, y'all. That's the story of my life. How y'all doing today? Love Lace. How you doing, beautiful? How you doing? So you don't have to be an expert to just see what's going on in the world. You just got to keep your ears to the street, keep your ears open to see what the hell is going on, man. And just like always, man, there's always some fishy shit going on with these folks, man. These folks at the top. America is the place where you can scam the shit out of folks and won't nothing happen to your ass. As long as you're the right person. As long as you donate to the right people, as long as you're affiliated with the right people, all that stuff like that, right? So, and that's when it comes to what I'm about to talk about right now. When it comes to what I'm about to talk about right now, it seems like that's what's going on right now. Cause Let me pull this up a little bigger, y'all. So yeah. If unless you've been sleeping under a rock or you just don't give a damn, as y'all know, the cryptocurrency game is in shambles right now, y'all. If you invested in cryptocurrency right now, you're looking at your computer and you looking at your wallet or whatever it is that they keep the little money in and all that, and you like, what the fuck is going on? Or you know what's going on and you can't believe it. And ears to the street called it. I don't know shit about it. I ain't gonna say I don't know shit about it, but I'm not a professional when it comes to it. I ain't gonna say I don't know shit about it, because one thing I was born with was common sense, which ain't that damn common. But we in a world where everybody's looking for these quick flicks, these get rich quick schemes. Everybody's looking for a way to skip over all the hard work. They're looking for something to invest in to change the world. And I get it. I get it, because right now we're facing the economic crisis where we're watching the American dollar inflate right in front of our face. And everybody's trying to look for a solution and everything. And I get it, because we're getting fucked. Yeah, we're getting fucked. We're watching the American dollar go up in goddamn flames. We're watching the inflation of the American dollar. So, you know, y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all hit that like button. We're watching the American dollar go up. We're watching the inflation. But what doesn't go up and down? You're right. You're right. What doesn't go up and down? But see, when something go up, it seems like it must come down. And but shit that's down don't always go back up. Especially when you jeopardize the integrity of the product. And the thing about it, the product has been tainted right now. And the product is cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrency depends on the trust of its backing. If you get what I'm saying, you have to trust what's backing the cryptocurrency. See, the American dollar, the reason we have faith into, saying the American dollar, and the reason it has faith all around the world is because you see you'll see the American dollar, and we think that the American dollar is backed by the gold, correct? So when you're dealing with cryptocurrency, and I asked this question a couple of months ago when we started discussing cryptocurrency, and I think me and the brother Biz 101 was having a discussion about this, and I was like, what is he was telling me about Bitcoin and other coins, and I was like, well, what is it backed by? And he went and did a live, and he was saying that pretty much saying it was backed by your faith. It's backed by what you believe it is, or whoever started it or whatever. See, right now I can create a coin right now, and I can call it Ears to the Street coin. What's good, Sheriff Palmer? How you doing, Shirley Kirkman? David Johnson, salute to you, brother. Tall boy, salute. But right now, like I said, I can create a cryptocurrency, and I can call it Ears coin. Now, what would make you go and buy Ears coin? You would have to feel like Ears coin is backed by something. Hey, Sister T, you would have to feel like Ears coin is backed by something. And this what and I dropped this on the link, Sister T, if you want to come up. And this is what I was talking about the other month when me and Biz 101 was talking about it. I was asking, what is it backed by? And a lot of people would try to convince you, hey, invest in this cryptocurrency. But I was like, well, which one do you have to feel like where you can trust it? Because see, these people, they'll take in a whole bunch of your money. They'll take everybody's money. If everybody in here sent me, let's say $100, and I say, hey, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna return y'all $100. Y'all gonna get a solid investment off of your $100. Y'all expecting your $100 to be safe, or if you wanted to get your 100 back, you would expect me to be able to give you your $100 back. If I'm telling all y'all to put y'all $100 in this pool, and y'all investing it in this ears coin. And if you decided, hey, the ears coin, y'all see me a billionaire now because I done convinced all y'all send me $100. And I'm telling y'all, hey man, it's guaranteed to, make money, this and that, this and that. And then all of a sudden you want your $100 back because you're a little nervous. And then I tell you, oh, you can't get your $100 back. I know you invested in the ears coin, but you ain't getting that $100 back. Y'all gonna be pissed off. Am I right or wrong? Y'all gonna be pissed off. So I'm gonna show y'all what's going on right now with this cryptocurrency. And it's not all of it, but pretty much all of it is in trouble right now because of one cryptocurrency exchange. Anyway, the cryptocurrency exchange. Now, before I get into a couple of these videos, because I'm gonna play a couple of these videos, that way it can explain to you a little better than Ears to the Street can explain to you. Ears to the Street is just, another hardworking man or whatever. I'm a what you would call a customer or something like that. But we are the citizen. We are the people that invest money into stuff like this. So when people like this are scamming us or having us believe in things like this, and then we lose our hard-earned money, something that we go to work every day for, we should be informed about stuff like this. There's some news networks that are reporting on it, but they ain't pushing this like they'll push something like Kanye West saying some so-called anti-Semitic comment. They ain't pushing this like they'll push a Black Lives Matter message or what Donald Trump said or something like that. So they really trying to brush this under the rug because there's a lot of politics that got to do with this also. So without further ado of me just yapping, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all some interesting things that I learned and just keeping my ears to the street like normal. So let me see where I want to start at. Okay. I think I'm gonna start here. All right, I'm gonna start here. The cryptocurrency that I'm speaking of, y'all. What's good, Ellie? Antoinette Smith, what's good? What's good? Salute to you. So I'm gonna start right here. If y'all never heard of FTX, have any of y'all ever heard of FTX? It's a cryptocurrency exchange company, and their coin is FTT. They were the second biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. In the world, Craig. They was the second biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. The Miami Heat, they just created they didn't just build it, but they just put their name on their new arena. This is how much money these folks had. Yes, the second. This is how much money they had. The Miami Heat, they had changed the name of their arena where the Miami Heat play at. Y'all know it's millions and millions and billions of dollars, funneled through that. Who owns it? We about to find out who owns it, Antoinette Smith. The Miami Heat, they was putting their name, the FTX, they was naming their whole arena about it. They taking that shit down right now. just as fast as they put that shit up, they're taking it down. But let me read some stuff to y'all real quick, and then we're gonna watch some educational videos. So first I'm going to Google. As y'all can see, I'm right here on Google's page right here. And it says FTX is a Bahamas-based cryptocurrency exchange. Y'all heard it right. A Bahama base. The guy is from America. But as y'all gonna find out, this little motherfucker went over there in the Bahamas and went and bought a $30 million house with the people money. And he over there having orgies and shit with some goddamn, with the motherfuckers he went to school with. This guy is the youngest, he was the youngest billionaire in the world. This guy went from being up $15 billion, and now he is in a hole, I believe, 8 billion or 3 billion. Well, it says right here, he owes more than 3 billion now. And he literally lost this over the weekend or over a week period of time. Y'all thought it was crazy that Kanye lost $2 billion in the day. This motherfucker lost damn near 30 billion within a week. Ain't that some shit? That means you wasn't really a billionaire. These billionaires, these people that they telling you billionaires, these motherfuckers ain't really billionaires. We over here dreaming on a billion like, nigga, I'd never go broke. Shitting me. You shitting me just because they say you're a billionaire. That don't mean your ass a billionaire. Shit. And y'all wouldn't believe how this whole operation went down. The whole operation went down pretty much from a damn tweet. Yeah, that's right. You can go from up 15 billion to down 3 billion over a fucking tweet. I ain't lying. Y'all think I'm bullshit now. Hold on. Y'all think I'm bullshit. Y'all know ears to the street. Y'all know I keep my ears to the street now. Okay, but let me finish reading this article and then we're gonna watch some educational videos, y'all. We're gonna watch some educational videos. So, like I said, FTX is a Bahama-based cryptocurrency exchange. The exchange was founded in 2019. So this man went up 15 billion since 2019. You can earn that much money and lose that much money in that small period of time. I'm out here working my ass off. But shit, right now I'm richer than this motherfucker. Shit, if you down 3 billion, shit, boy, I'm ahead of you 3 billion. I ain't lying. Okay. It says the exchange was founded in 2019, and at its peak in 2001, had over 1 million users. So it had over 1 million people who was using this exchange. 1 million people. That's a lot of people, man. And was the third largest crypto exchange by its value. Was the third largest crypto exchange by value at that time. Since November 11, 2022. FTX has been in bankruptcy proceedings in the U.S. court system following liquidity crisis. Now think about that, y'all. Think about how you doing, Mom Boss? Think about that now. This man got 1 million people's money, and when shit hit the fan, all they gotta do is say, "Hey, we bankrupt now." All y'all people that just invested y'all money in me, yeah, you fucked pretty much. That's how it works. That's how the American economy works. Hold on real quick, y'all. I got my TV playing in the back there. So while I'm going back here to check this out, I'm gonna play a little bit of this video, and of course I'm gonna stop and do some commentary to it. I'm gonna stop and do a little commentary to it. But give me 1 second while I go turn off this other TV because I hear it over here in the background. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Where's my controller? Fair use YouTube. Let's find out about this FTX disaster, and it's a little deeper than you think.
Would likely say that it's close to impossible, and yet this is exactly what happened to 30-year-old.
Hello. Fair use YouTube.
What do you think is the probability of a multi-billionaire losing his entire fortune in a single weekend? Most people would likely say that it's close to impossible, and yet this is exactly what happened to 30-year-old Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO of FTX, the second largest crypto exchange in the world. He was the golden boy on the cover of Fortune and Forbes magazine. He had a net worth of $26 billion. Watched the Super Bowl with NBA star Steph Curry, had dinner with Sia, Jeff Bezos, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Big names like BlackRock and SoftBank invested in his vision. But behind the facade was something completely different. Sam's empire was actually a bunch of 10 romantically involved crypto kids running a shady operation out of the Bahamas. The fall of FTX triggered the collapse of more than 100 affiliated companies and wiped out countless savings. This story has strange but very real ties to American politics, the war in Ukraine, and Enron. It has the intensity of Theranos, but with a collapse as rapid as Lehman Brothers. This is the wild story of the fall of FTX.
You're watching ETTSTV.
Sam Bankman-Fried, with his moppy hair and unsuspecting look, is at the center of this story. He was born in 1992 in California to an academic and politically connected family. His mother, Barbara, is a lawyer and the co-founder of multiple Democratic fundraising organizations. Sam's father, Joseph, was a law professor and would later help his son raise funds for his company.
Okay, so as y'all heard, this man, a man lost over $30 billion over the weekend. The number keep changing. It don't matter. It got B's behind it. We ain't got to be specific about exactly how much he lost, but there's a whole bunch of B's behind what he lost. Now, as y'all can see, this was a privileged kid. His mother is a professor at Stanford University, and she donated a lot of money to the Democratic Party. His father is a lawyer. I don't know how his reputation is, but he's a lawyer. So he comes from a privileged family. And if you see the pictures of this webbing, y'all can look at the pictures that's on my thumbnail. That's your billionaire. He ain't got on a whole bunch of chains and necklaces and gold all the shit niggas do when they get $1 billion. He ain't got all that crazy shit. He just balling out of control on the people money. Over 1 million users. If you ask everybody, that's like asking 1 million people. If 1 million people gave you $10, you got a whole lot of money. Y'all do the math. But people won't pay $20 for a business to become your income for knowledge. Your income for knowledge is passed down to generations, but it's scam billions. What's wrong with the world? Right, Mom Boss. They'll give a dude, and that's a great point, Mom Boss. Cause they'll give weirdo ass motherfucker like this their money and trust that they'll flip their money. They don't ask no questions or nothing. They gave this man their money without saying nothing. But you'll have niggas when you try to promote your business, you'll have niggas try to tear you down before they even go get the information. But it's a whole bunch of niggas that'll go and say, hey, this white dude, he a billionaire. Let me go throw my money into his shit. And when it's a real pyramid scheme, only the people at the top win. Only the people at the top win. But let's find out a little bit about this weapon. Oh, let me read a little bit of this Google ad. I wanna go off of what I want to go do as much research as possible. I want to give y'all as much information as possible about what I found out about this web and what's going on. So when y'all see this cryptocurrency going all willy-nilly right now, this is what's going on. Because of this wabbit right here, the whole cryptocurrency game is pretty much blown up. It's all over the place. The trust and the faith behind cryptocurrency is going to shit right now because of one good scamming ass motherfucker. And it has no regulation over it. The cryptocurrency game has no regulation over it. But because of this action, now you're going to start seeing Congress all of a sudden trying to get a hold of some kind of power over it, which is not good either, because we're starting to find out that this man was investing in the goddamn Democratic and the Republican Party. He was betting on both sides. So whoever get in office, they're gonna put laws in place to benefit these people who are paying them. It ain't nothing new under the sun or how they running this shit. Yeah, make it real, and we gotta spread the knowledge. It's not like it used to be. Y'all, I made money. Okay, let's read the rest of what this says. Okay, so we know the dude. He's filed for bankruptcy, and not pretty much him. It's pretty much he pretty much put the company up for bankruptcy because now he got everybody money. So this is everything that's in the top stories from Google, what I got on the screen. So I'll come back to that and I'll pretty much play some of this video. I got a couple of videos that's gonna explain everything. Because after we found out who this guy is, how he started this, what he did, I'm gonna tell y'all what blew it up. I'm gonna tell y'all what blew it up. And we're gonna realize what it is that we're doing, which we should have realized it already. What's good, G Mac? It's different type of crypto also, so everyone hasn't lost, but there's a big one. You're right, but Mom Boss Mayo, over 30 different cryptocurrencies have taken a loss right now because of this. It's a trickle down effect. All your big cryptocurrencies right now, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, all of these cryptocurrencies are taking major nosedives right now because like I said, it's not backed by anything. It's only backed by your trust. You got to trust the person that started the cryptocurrency. And for some reason, people trusted this little curly head 30-year-old white boy. So you know what I'm saying? If it don't have any proven backing, this can happen with any cryptocurrency, with any one of them. It has to have some kind of political backing. I mean, it has to have some kind of backing, or it's just not gonna work. Or you gotta just trust that the person that's running it is gonna do clean business. So let's get back to the video. Fair use YouTube.
In 2014, Sam would graduate from MIT and would go on to work at the New York trading firm Jane Street Capital. There, he realized that he could make untold amounts of money trading cryptocurrency. He discovered a loophole where he could buy Bitcoin cheaper in America and sell it for a higher price in Japan. Sometimes he would shift up to $25 million a day.
Right, Mom Boss, and I'm agreeing with you. I know what you were saying. I was just collaborating on what you were saying. You're definitely right. Everybody didn't lose, but for the most part, everybody that was winning, they far from winning. If you thought you was winning, if you were looking at your shit and like, oh man, I ain't gonna take my money out. I'm gonna just double down. I'm gonna just triple down. Because I knew a female like that. She was telling me about this last year, and I was and she was like, yeah, I invested. She took all her income tax, not her income tax, but that her stimulus money, and she invested 5,000 at first, and she said her shit went up to her portfolio, her wallet. She said her shit was up to 25,000. And me, I was like, well, shit, why don't you take out the 15,000 and leave? I said, shit, I would take all my shit out and leave about $1,000 on that shit. She's like, oh, no, that ain't how it work. You shouldn't do that, this and that. I'm like, well, why would you keep doubling down? Why would you keep putting money into it? You know, at any time, the shit can, belly flop. And she was like, nah, I'm trying to become a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to become a millionaire. And I'm like, okay. And she just she just kept feeding money into it. I'm like, ain't the point of it is to make money? Like, why don't you pull your money out? No, you keep it. Y'all can spend the money off of the wallet and this and that, this and that. And I'm like, yeah, but you letting somebody else control your money. Somebody else is holding your money. But hey, right now, I'm pretty sure she's looking at her shit sick as a motherfucker. But hey, that ain't my money. I was just trying to make a point to it. It didn't make no damn sense to me. But I'm not a genius, y'all. I'm not no financial, I'm not no financial guru, right? Whatever. I was just born with basic common sense. I wasn't born with the advanced financial sense. So sometimes it shoots me in the ass, and sometimes it saves me my hard-earned money. But let's continue.
To start his own company, Alameda Research. Alameda Research was made up mostly of Sam's MIT college friends. And
you're exactly right, Antoinette. That's exactly what the government do. But we at least got trust in the dollar, so we can still carry on with the dollar. But the government doing the exact same thing with our money.
Former work colleagues. This firm would later be a key player in the collapse.
Hold on, let me rewind that back because that's going to be an important part in a second. I keep talking.
Sell it for a higher price in Japan. Sometimes he would shift up to $25 million a day.
I got to go back because that's very important right there. My bad, y'all. I was running my mouth. Okay, I'm going to let it play a little bit and start running my mouth so y'all can hear.
Cryptocurrency. He discovered a loophole where he could buy Bitcoin cheap. Multiple Democratic fundraising organizations. Sam's father, Joseph, was a law professor and would later help his son raise funds for his company. In 2014, Sam would graduate from MIT and would go on to work at the New York trading firm Jane Street Capital. There, he realized that he could make untold amounts of money trading cryptocurrency. He discovered a loophole where he could buy Bitcoin cheaper in America and sell it for a higher price in Japan. Sometimes he would shift up to $25 million a day. In 2017, he would use the money from these trades to start his own company, Alameda Research. Alameda Research was made up mostly of Sam's MIT college friends and former work colleagues. This firm would later be a key player in the collapse.
Okay, I want to stop right there because I want y'all to digest what he just said. So this guy, he went to college, then he started working for a exchange firm. So there he learned that this whole cryptocurrency was just coming along. It's one of these young bucks. They're learning it from the beginning. So he learned that he can make a lot of money by buying crypto over here and selling it across seas for more. So he learned how to take money from over here and trade it overseas and for a high dollar. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's illegal or not. So what he did is went and started a smaller business, started his own firm called Alameda Research. And I want y'all to remember that name because that name is going to come back up. He went and started this small company, and it was just him and some people he went to college with, him and his friends. They were the investors in it. And you're right, Anthony Smith. I don't trust it, but hey, I'm just a slave in America, so I just got to deal with it. So until it flop, I'm just gonna deal with it. That's why I got to trade. So when the money started going out and all we can do is barter, at least I can say, hey, I'll fix your air conditioning for some food. I'll come and fix something at your house for some food. Or so I'll have to do some trading. But a lot of people that ain't got no skills, they're gonna be starving out this motherfucker.
Sam supposedly believed in effective altruism, which he described as, quote, trying to figure out what practical things you can do with your life to have as much positive impact as you can on the world. He would make an impact on the world, all right, but it was by no means positive. Perhaps to appear more trustworthy, as Sam became rich, he would promote himself as the resourceful billionaire, choosing to drive an average Toyota instead of a typical supercar. But in reality, he would own a $30 million mansion in the Bahamas.
So what he did is he put off this image that he just owned, hey man, I believe in doing something to change the world. He got people thinking he's just a humble old young man. I got all this money, but yeah, I'm gonna just drive me a little small Toyota. But that's what white people do. He been having money all his life. He ain't gonna go out and go get Range Rovers and Maybachs and all this shit that niggas go do just to show off how much money they got to other niggas. He wanted to ride low profile as a motherfucker. Y'all see, look how weird he look, man. Look at this weirdo ass motherfucker. You wouldn't even think
himself as the resourceful billionaire.
You wouldn't think that he was a billionaire. Look at this motherfucker. You look at this motherfucker, man, please. You wouldn't be looking at this motherfucker like, oh yeah, that motherfucker got money. You look at this motherfucker like, hell, he geeky motherfucker. Well, you know he got money. But you see how white people do when they get the money and shit, they ride low key. This man went over and bought a $30 million mansion in the Bahamas. Bitch, you can't roll up on me. Yeah, you can't roll up on me. I'm over here in the Bahamas, $30 million up. And I got these overseas accounts. Because y'all know there's different tax brackets when you have your accounts over in the Bahamas right now, right? So yeah, I'm talking about winning. Yeah, billionaires don't wear that money.
Choosing to drive an average Toyota instead of a typical supercar. But in reality, he would own a $30 million mansion in the Bahamas. Regardless,
this motherfucker look like Ace Ventura off a Pet Detective. Y'all remember when Ace Ventura goddamn fixed when the Tommy Davidson fixed that nigga hair like a white devil? That's what he looked like. He looked like Ace Ventura when Tommy Davidson, when Ace Ventura went to that African village and Tommy Davidson jumped all over it and shit and messed his hair up and shit. And they was calling him the white devil. That's what this motherfucker look like. I'm talking about he out of shape, all kind of shit. You can tell this motherfucker that sit around, jack off all day, play video games. And goddamn probably smoke a little weed and shit. But he done went to college and shit, and that motherfucker know how to scam you out your shit.
These social media influencers would later buy into Sam's humble brand image, and many promoted his companies.
Okay, the guy you see next to me is the most generous.
Now, I want y'all to see how they tricked us, y'all. Well, not us, because I ain't get tricked. But he's about to have endorsements, this FTX. And I never really noticed it because I wasn't interested. But FTX, they had endorsement by all your favorite athletes, all your favorite people. People like, well, they about to tell you all the people who was pushing this on y'all. So they was having you convinced and giving you the credibility. Oh yeah, put your money into this, put your money into this. Hold on. Ain't y'all supposed to be the smart motherfuckers? Y'all supposed to be helping us not get scammed. But the influence of the NBA, the influence of the NFL, the influence of us loving celebrities, if a celebrity say do it, a lot of times we will go and do it. This man got endorsed by presidents. He got endorsed by political parties. So we got to see the scam here. We got to see the scam that's here. It ain't just him that scammed us.
Billionaire in the world, and I found him.
Let me go back just a little bit.
Humble brand image, and many promoted his companies.
Okay, the guy you see next to me is the most generous billionaire in the world, and I found him. Hi, my name is Sam.
While trading at Jane Street, Sam would make a few friends.
Yeah, I heard of him.
One of these was Caroline Ellison. She and Sam would begin dating. Back in 2017, Caroline...
Hold up. This is his girlfriend, y'all. Now, this man told you to invest in him. Man, come on, bro. Hold up.
Hey, my name is Sam.
While trading at Jane Street, Sam would make a few friends. One of these was Caroline Ellison. She and Sam would begin dating.
Now, I want y'all to remember this little ugly ass girl here. I want y'all to remember her. Y'all need to pay attention. Everything that's going to be said here is very important.
Hey, my name is Sam.
While trading at Jane Street, Sam would make a few friends. One of these was Caroline Ellison. She and Sam would begin dating. Back in 2017, Caroline wasn't really sure what to do for a career. Sam suggested working at his new company, Alameda Research. She didn't mean to get into trading, but Caroline thought that she might as well give it a go. And with that, someone with little to no experience...
I ain't gonna lie, that's a whole nother level of ugly. Y'all see that shit? I know this ain't about looks and all that shit. I know they billionaires now. But god damn. God damn. Y'all see this motherfucking rabbit? Shit. We were just talking about Barbara Girl Tina, but shit. But in college, he met some people that, you know, he felt like he could trust. So now when he started this business, he hired people that ain't got shit to do with trading. He only fucking with people that he fucking. It's crazy.
would quickly be on her way to becoming the CEO of what would become a multi-billion-dollar operation.
Hold on, y'all.
Peaceful state. Full plate.
Hold on, y'all. Commercial break. I'm gonna slide that back just a second. Y'all need to know who she is real quick.
Sam would make a few friends. One of these was Caroline Ellison. She and Sam would begin dating. Back in 2017, Caroline wasn't really sure what to do for a career. Sam suggested working at his new company, Alameda Research. She didn't mean to get into trading, but Caroline thought that she might as well give it a go. And with that, someone with little to no experience would quickly be on her way to becoming the CEO of what would become a multi-billion-dollar operation.
So you got a motherfucker that's a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and she didn't know what the fuck was going on when she came in this shit. All she had to do is suck the right dick. So all y'all around here trying to find the handsomest nigga dick to suck, nah, you better go find that weirdo ass white boy with the curly hair and goddamn flooper. That nigga put you in position. Yeah, man. Fuck no rappers and all that shit. Y'all better go find y'all a little white boy that goddamn, you know what I'm saying, that know how to push the numbers around. You become a billionaire real quick. The ugliest woman in the world. All the fine women, they try to latch up when a dude already got it. And all you gotta do is catch his ass while he goddamn scamming some folks. God damn. Do you ever think a woman that looked like this would have came up on a billionaire? Y'all think, like, come on now. Y'all would have never expected no shit like that, right? Y'all would have thought this man had access to the most beautiful women in the world. He found him the ugly duckling. God damn, he put her in position. Ooh, boy.
According to Fortune, Alameda Research, quote, was run by a gang of kids in the Bahamas, end quote. Many of the staff were Sam's ex-co-workers from the trading firm Jane Street, and others were from MIT. Sam had an inner circle of 10 people who were all housemates. They partied together.
So the Amelia Research, the place that the company that he created, the first one, before he did the FTX, and the girl that he met, the little ugly girl, he made her the CEO of the Amelia Research. So the company was ran by him and a couple of his friends from college, pretty much.
Had been involved in romantic.
And they over there in the Bahamas having little orgies and shit. You know what I'm saying? They done bought a $30 million house off these folks' money, and they over there having the ugly people orgy and shit. This shit amazing.
Relations with each other. This group, of course, included the was run by a gang of kids in the Bahamas, end quote. Many of the staff were Sam's ex-co-workers from the trading firm Jane Street, and others were from MIT. Sam had an inner circle of 10 people who were all housemates. They partied together and had been involved in romantic relations with each other. This group, of course, included the inexperienced CEO, Caroline, who would publicly praise amphetamine drugs on her Twitter. On her Tumblr, Caroline would state that the only acceptable polyamorous relationship should be in the form of a hierarchy. People should know where they fall within the ranking, and there should be vicious power struggles between the higher ranks.
Hold on, so pretty much she out here tweeting shit like, when I first started my foray into poly, so she's in the poly relationship shit, which I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be just by yourself, you know, man, woman, and you want to have you some crazy orgies, this a little ugly ass freak. That little freak, that little ugly ass girl, she a freak. She around there just doing everything she want to do. She said, when I started, this is on Twitter when she put this on. I think that's Twitter that she put that on. When I first started my foray into poly, I thought of it as a radical break from my trade path. But to be honest, I've come to decide the only acceptable style of poly is best characterized as something like Imperial Chinese harem, whatever I guess that means. I guess like the hierarchy of how the Imperial Chinese people do, right? So she's saying, hold on, let me make sure I read it correctly. But she pretty much saying it should be some kind of none of the non-hierarchical bullshit. Everyone should have a ranking of their partners. People should know where they fall in the ranking. And they should be vicious power struggles for the higher ranking. So, bitch, you would be at the lowest of the rank there, ain't it? She was talking like she was a dime or some shit. Hey, you see how that money got to her head? She like, yeah, this poly shit, yeah, you should be in the rankings. You should, yeah, you should know your position. Well, shit, bitch, you at the bottom of the ranking. Cause ain't nobody trying to fuck you. She don't look like she even know how to give a good blowjob. God damn. She got a nerve to tell people they should be knowing their ranking in the poly. Ain't that some shit? But that money fuck up your head, boy. I ain't lying.
I have no comment. Despite issues behind the scenes, in 2019, Sam would start his next major project, FTX. FTX was...
So he started the FTX after the Amelia thing, y'all. Remember that. He gave her the Amelia research. and he started FTX. And y'all about to see how this is going to link in a minute, y'all.
The cryptocurrency derivatives exchange. For those not familiar, an exchange is basically a place to store and trade different cryptocurrencies and tokens, for a fee, of course. The firm would also offer discounts to clients who stored their money in a token called FTT. The FTT token was made by FTX, and it was also the token that blew up this entire mess. But we'll get to that.
So pretty much, the exchange that he created, if y'all ever use an exchange app, like something like Coinbase or one of these apps like that, it's pretty much you create your account, they'll verify you and all that stuff like that. They'll make you send your driver's license and all that type of shit. And then what you would do is you would put your real American US dollars and you would buy you shares of a certain kind of Bitcoin. I mean, certain kind of cryptocurrency. You could buy Bitcoin, you could buy all the other funny name coins and all that shit. You put your real money in there and you would invest in coins. And then these people would be exchanging your real money with other kind of coins and shit, shifting your shit around. If my understanding is right. So, you know, just anybody that might have, you know, wasn't paying attention a little bit or whatever, I missed that part.
Currency derivatives exchange. For those not familiar, an exchange is basically a place to store and trade different cryptocurrencies and tokens, for a fee, of course. The firm would also offer discounts to clients who stored their money in a token called FTT. The FTT.
Now his coin, just like Bitcoin, but his thing was called FTT. So he had an exchange, but if you wanted to buy into his coin, it would be called the FTT coin. Just like if you wanted to buy into Bitcoin. I mean, if you want to buy cryptocurrency, you can buy into Bitcoin. You can buy into FTT. And that would be held into a wallet that goes through his exchange. I'm not a professional. I'm not a, you know, whatever, but I do have something that ain't common, and it's called common sense. I do pay attention. I might not fuck with some shit, but I will do a little research on it.
Token was made by FTX, and it was also the token that blew up this entire mess. But we'll get to that shortly. The group of young misfits kept high-level management in the dark about what they were actually doing.
Now look how this man living, y'all. See, this how billionaires live. Y'all think they be out goddamn living their best life. Look at this man. This is why his body looking all fucked up. This man got 4, 5, 6, 7 TVs. He watching all these numbers and shit. And when that man get tired, he just go over there on his little bean bag and fall asleep. He falling asleep in the office. That's all he doing right there. He got pills and shit, caffeine, all kind of shit. This motherfucker just all out of goddamn body fucked up.
One former FTX employee told Forbes that the group was, quote,
"Look at him, motherfucker sleep in the office. That's when all you dream about is money right there. That's the look of a motherfucker that all they dream about is money. That's when you know you the boss. You got these motherfuckers got their feet all out. Look at the white boy right next to him. He out there with his fucking dirty ass feet all out in the fucking office and shit. But they'll tell you to come to work and want you to be all presentable. You got to come in. You got to be on your best shit. But look at these motherfuckers. They living like hobos with billions of your dollars. And then they go out to the Bahamas and just be hunching each other and shit off of your money. This motherfucker got a bowl of cereal all next to the computer and shit. Whole bunch of shit, man.
Kind of a little clique, just a bunch of degenerate kids at the end of the day, end quote. So what did Alameda Research do? Well, essentially, they were a crypto hedge fund of sorts. They carried out trades, matched buyers and sellers, and would give investors a supposed return.
So the Amelia Research, that thing that I told y'all to pay attention to, that was the first company he created, right? Their job was to, when you invest in, they go look for investors. They're a hedge fund. They go and look for investors and they promise the investors a return on their money. Pretty much a pyramid scheme. You give me your money, you give me $1,000, I'm gonna guarantee you're gonna get a check for $500 a month or $1,000 a month and get all this money back. And you're like, oh shit, damn, I can make that just by giving you my money. Okay. But if you convince 1 million people to give you $1,000, you know, everybody putting their money into this, and you giving everybody a monthly dividend or a quarter dividend or whatever, all you doing like, okay, I'm just making money off investing money. I'm good. Yeah, that's all good until you say, okay, I want my money back. Now I'm just throwing out $1,000. That's just a small amount. But some people was giving this motherfucker $200 million, $100 million, $1 million, $100,000. People giving these people their life savings.
Alleged 2019 promotional document raises some eyebrows. To get people in the door, Alameda promised 15% annualized fixed rate returns with no downside. If you watch my episode on Luna, you would know that that's an impossibly good offer. As later report.
So you telling people you're going to give them a 15% annual return on their money. That's a lot of money. Say I give you $1 million and I'm going to give you a 15% annual return every year. So you're pretty much telling me I can give you $1 million and you're going to give me $150,000 or something like that, you know what I'm saying, every year or whatever, and I ain't got to do nothing. That sounds like our idea. Sounds like our idea, but it's unrealistic. Anything that's too good to be true, you better goddamn check up on it.
Reported by the Wall Street Journal, the firm would use customer deposits as loans for trading. Alameda Research.
So when you deposit your money, they're using that money to trade, you know, and do trades, doing risky business. Kind of like how Enron did. They're using people's deposits to, you know, exchange your other stuff on the market.
Later received $10 billion in FTX customer funds.
So they collected $10 billion. That's a lot of motherfucking money. You got $10 billion of other people's money and you get to play with it.
FTX, of course, was also owned by Sam.
And he owned both of them. He got his girlfriend running one and he running the other. They the only two at the top of it. Ain't that some shit? So all this money and it's only depending on one motherfucker that I don't know what the fuck they doing. She just sucked the right dick. And another one is just a weird ass little 30-year-old white boy that goddamn been living a privileged life all his life. And people ain't even noticed. Nobody, he got approved, he got stamped by a whole bunch of people that you like. Pretty much.
Gambling and investing with customer funds without their knowledge is a clear violation in traditional finance.
$10 billion in customer funds were transferred to Alameda. Now, both the Wall Street Journal and Reuters are reporting that billions of dollars was being used on Alameda. So billions of dollars in FTX customer money is being traded on the Alameda, like through their trading house. And so that's especially concerning. I mean, you can't take customer funds without the consent. And what's especially bad about it, Brian, is that it's a clear violation of FTX's own guidelines.
FTX and the Alameda offices are located in the Bahamas, just steps apart from each other in a co-working compound.
Now y'all see this? That motherfucker went in. He didn't make all his offices in America. He went and took y'all have heard of the phrase, "Hey, I got some offshore accounts," because they know that they can scam the government like that. They can get around all the taxes and stuff when they make their when they put their businesses overseas. So they can get around all the American taxes. So pretty much these motherfuckers really weren't paying no taxes and they was making all this money off of motherfuckers. And guess what? The government will let them do it if you slide them a certain amount of money. If you're putting money behind certain political parties. And he slid money to both political parties. The motherfucker got offices all around the motherfucker Bahamas. Look at that shit.
What do we know about the use of customer funds from here to over here? Because that is spectacularly illegal.
Oh yeah, that doesn't happen on Wall Street. That is a clear violation of.
Oh, we're not in Wall Street, we're in the Bahamas.
We're in the Bahamas.
And to make things worse, some of the things that Caroline said to me.
I gotta say it again. This is another level of ugly, y'all. This chick is another level of ugly. Now listen to what she gonna say, y'all. She pretty much snitching on the whole goddamn company.
Interviews weren't too encouraging.
Yeah, absolutely could pull that off without my math degree. Use very little math. Use a lot of like elementary school math. Being comfortable with risk is very important. We tend not to have things like stock losses. I think there's aren't necessarily a great risk management tool. Can I think of a good example of a trade where I've lost a ton of money? Well, I don't know. I probably don't want to go into specifics too much of that.
Not sexy at all. There's no sex appeal in that, y'all. Hey, do y'all see that wabbit? I'm talking about she looked like a real wabbit. Man. Hold on, we got a commercial break, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Turn that down real quick. Let me get past this part.
Sam stated that he started FTX because he saw that most other crypto platforms only managed to cater to inexperienced retail investors. FTX, on the other hand, would offer more advanced financial products, like features and options trading for crypto, or tokenized stocks that track the value of real companies, like Tesla. People either really liked the idea or really trusted Sam because he managed to raise $2 billion from various hedge funds and investment banks, including BlackRock. How he managed to pull this off, I'm not entirely sure, but supposedly smart people thought of him as a genius. In fact, according to a blog...
So never listen to these supposedly smart people. Because the smart people is the ones that told people, oh, it was a good idea. And y'all know that dude that be on, what he be on, that bald-headed white dude. I'm going to play him a little later. But he was vouching for this motherfucker. And y'all will look at him and like, oh, damn, he's a smart dude. If he say do it, I know it's a good move. Don't be listening to these folks out here. You better go with your instinct.
Post from venture capital giant Sequoia Capital. Sam was playing the video game League of Legends while on a call to discuss a $210 million investment. Upon seeing this, someone from the firm typed, quote, "I love this founder," in a chat box during the meeting. After the call, Sequoia gave Sam the $210 million.
Do y'all hear that shit? This nigga was on a business meeting call playing a video game, a fucking weirdo ass video game at that. He wasn't playing Madden or some shit, or 2K. He over here playing some shit that goddamn motherfucker don't know what the fuck you talking about. He ain't paying these folks no attention, and he done managed to convince these folks to get him $200 million goddamn dollars. And somebody was like, oh, I love this guy. He's playing a video game while we're talking business. I should give him $200 million. What the whole fuck? And I can't even get a nigga to hit the cash out. Hey, I'm in the wrong fucking business. Listen to this shit. Because you'll believe in a white boy sitting in front. You'll believe in this white boy. You don't believe in this white boy. God damn, if I tell y'all to hit the cash out right now, y'all gonna say I'm scamming. But this white boy can sit here and be playing a goddamn weird ass video game and goddamn tell you to invest in his company. And motherfuckers say, oh, I like this dude. Here $200 million, buddy. Do whatever you're gonna do with it. I believe in you. Get the fuck out of here. Man, hit the cash out. Hit the cash out. God damn. Listen to this shit again, y'all. I'm about to go turn my heat off, man. This got a lot hot in here.
How he managed to pull this off, I'm not entirely sure. But suppose
he managed to build up $2 billion, y'all.
On the other hand, would offer more advanced financial products, like features and options trading for crypto, or tokenized stocks that track the value of real companies, like Tesla. People either really liked the idea or really trusted Sam because he managed to raise $2 billion from various hedge funds and investment banks, including BlackRock. How he managed to pull this off, I'm not entirely sure, but supposedly smart people thought of him as a genius. In fact, according to a blog post from venture capital giant Sequoia Capital, Sam was playing the video game League of Legends while on a call to discuss a $210 million investment. Upon seeing this, someone from the firm typed, quote, "I love this founder," in a chat box during the meeting. After the call, Sequoia gave Sam the $210 million. Little did they know, they would never see this money again. According to CoinDesk,
imagine giving a nigga $200 million and you never seeing that money again. Ain't that some shit? Boy, hey, boy, I got to see about you. I gave you $200 million and you telling me, goddamn, you talking about running off on the plug. Talking about running off on the plug. Shit. See, a white dude could get away with this. A nigga would get chopped up. You can't drive down the road. You owe a nigga $10,000, boy, a nigga will kill you. But this man can take your $200 million and he can't do a goddamn thing to him.
Current and former FTX and Alameda employees claimed that the operations were full of conflicts of interest, nepotism, and a lack of oversight. Here's a quote. Gary, Nishad, and Sam control the code, the exchange's matching engine, and funds. If they move them around or input their own numbers, I'm not sure who would notice. End quote. Nishad's girlfriend, Claire, who used to live with Sam, was hired and immediately promoted to head of HR. This meant that she could, and often did, fire anyone who didn't agree with Sam. Other employees claimed that Sam was the ringleader. Quote, Sam wanted to take riskier decisions than what others would take. Sam ran everything. We trusted him and believed him.
Hey, boy, they already snitching on him, but I can't wait to see this trial. There's gonna be a whole bunch of motherfuckers saying, hey, Sam did it. Sam did it. I ain't had nothing to do with it. It was Sam and that bitch. Hey, they already snitching.
But regardless, for now, crypto was rising like no tomorrow, and business was going great for Sam.
So I encourage everybody to go out there and look at, let's call it the top 30 or so cryptocurrencies by market cap.
What's up? I'm getting into crypto with FTX. You in?
Did y'all see that? They was getting all on these money exchange platforms and stuff. Oh yeah, you should invest in this. Oh, all this is going up, all these cryptocurrencies, and people were running out. Oh, I gotta go get some cryptocurrency. Everybody was running out and going spending their money on it. Like I say, somebody was trying to convince me that shit. I was like, huh? So you telling me I should trust these white folks on TV? Hell to the fuck no. Sit still. I'm on this coffee. You know my leg gonna start shaking when I get on this coffee.
In July 2021, it was reported that FTX was averaging $10 billion a day in trading volume across its 1 million.
$10 million a day. It was averaging. Off of motherfuckers trying to get rich quick.
Users. By this stage, FTX had a UC Berkeley stadium named after them, an advertising partnership with the Golden State Warriors, and the Mercedes F1 team. They even had an NBA stadium in Miami named after them.
Oh, y'all don't hear me? I'm gonna run that back in case y'all missed that. Look at all these people that had the kind of faith in him, y'all. They was advertising the fuck out this motherfucker to y'all, trying to convince y'all to go put your money into this shit.
So I encourage everybody to go out there and look at, let's call it the top 30 or so cryptocurrencies by market cap.
What's up? I'm getting into crypto with FTX. You in?
In July 2021, it was reported that FTX was averaging $10 billion a day in trading volume across its 1 million users. By this stage, FTX had a UC Berkeley stadium named after them, an advertising partnership with the Golden State Warriors, and the Mercedes F1 team. They even had an NBA stadium in Miami named after them. FTX was involved in every corner of the crypto scene.
They involved in every corner of the cryptocurrency. Look at that shit, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's showing everything that these motherfuckers was tied into. They was partnered with the Golden State Warriors. They had Tom Brady and his wife. Why you think Tom Brady and his wife just broke up, y'all? We were thinking because Tom Brady came back for another season. Nah. She done found out that Tom Brady done convinced her to get scammed by this motherfucker. Tom Brady lost $650 million fucking with these folks. This man been playing his whole fucking career to get that money, and he done went and invested in some shit, and he taking a big ass loss. No wonder my Buccaneers looking crazy right now, man. That man thinking about all that money he done goddamn worked his ass off. All them rings that he got. Y'all don't be surprised if Tom Brady start pounding them rings. Y'all about to find out.
Thanks. As FTX grew, it became a household name. Promotional material included stars like Tom Brady, Stephen Curry, Naomi Osaka, and Larry David. And according to NBC, these stars received equity in Sam's company in return.
Now look at this. All those people that was vouching for him, they was getting stock in his taking his in the business. Tom Brady and Gazelle Buckman, that's Tom Brady's wife, the one that just left him with all his kids, put their $650 million fortune into maximizing their stake in FTX. August 2022. Think about that, y'all. Tom Brady and his supermodel girlfriend, they put their $650 million fortune into maximizing their stake into FTX cryptocurrency. If I see Tom at the pawn shop, I'm currently taking it and be like, well, damn. Damn, Tom fucked up, y'all. The GOAT. The GOAT. He know how to throw a football, but he goddamn jumped out there in that water. This is what, look at this shit, y'all. Oh, I see y'all can't see that good. But I'm looking at it right now. They reported. It says on this screen. I know y'all can't see the screen, but I'm going to read it to y'all. It says, Tom Brady and Gazelle Buckman put their $650 million fortune into maximizing their stake in FTX cryptocurrency. This man is sick right now. Y'all think we're going to the Super Bowl? Hey, Tom Brady is sick right now. Why do you think his wife left him? We thinking it's because he came out and had another year of football. Hell no. She mad at him because he probably the one convinced her into fucking investing in this shit. Look how they convince people to jump in this water.
For now, crypto was rising like no tomorrow, and business was going great for Sam.
So I encourage everybody to go out there and look at, let's call it the top 30 or so cryptocurrencies.
Now, while he's saying this, and I want y'all to notice something. On the screen right now, it's saying cryptocurrencies, and it's showing Bitcoin, Ethercoin, Litecoin, Dogecoin. Those are all the big name Bitcoins, y'all. Those are all the big name cryptocurrencies. At this time, all of them was doing great. These folks are convincing you to dump your money into some shit you don't know nothing about. You don't know where the backing coming from. You don't know who own it. They just convincing you to jump out there with your hard-earned money and put your shit into their shit so they can scam the fuck out your ass. And they're using people like your favorite celebrities to convince you that you can't lose because, hell, Tom Brady doing it. If Tom Brady could put $650 million in there, why don't you put your life savings in there? You got $100,000 in the bank that you're supposed to be retiring off of, and now you want to try to be a millionaire overnight. So here you like, okay, I can't lose. It's the new wave. You're gonna put your money into this, and then you find out this shit a year down the line. Now you looking like Tom Brady. What you say, little lady? Why you a Cowboy fan? Cowboys going to the Super Bowl? Oh, okay. I don't know about all that, little lady. I bet you won't bet on that. Betting on that be like betting on FTX.
Currencies by market cap.
What's up? I'm getting into crypto with FTX, right?
In July 2021, it was reported that FTX was averaging $10 billion a day in trading volume across its one.
Yeah, I said 10 million. It was $10 billion a day, y'all.
Million users. By this stage, FTX had a UC Berkeley stadium named.
So they got a stadium named at the University of California, where Cal play at. They named their stadium. Everybody was naming their stadiums after these motherfuckers and shit. The Miami Heat started naming their shit after them. Everybody just knew they was winning.
after them, an advertising partnership with the Golden State Warriors and the Mercedes F1 team. They even had an NBA stadium in Miami named after them. FTX was involved in every corner of the crypto space. As FTX grew, it became a household name. Promotional material included stars like Tom Brady, Stephen Curry, Naomi Osaka, and Larry David. And according to NBC, these stars received equity in Sam's company in return. In fact, it's reported that Tom Brady put his $650 million fortune into FTX. It's worth noting that this whole time, FTX had no board of directors, just Sam, another employee, and a lawyer. FTX even became involved geopolitically, being a partner of the World Economic Forum. They also built the infrastructure to supply funds to Ukraine, basically converting cryptocurrency donations into fiat currency for deposit at the National Bank of Ukraine. At this stage, Sam became knee-deep in politics. Soon, he would be worth 20.
Now y'all see he up there with Bill Clinton. So he all this money that people was investing into him, he's taking that money, he's putting it into investing into Ukraine, and then he's getting into politics where he's up here with Bill Clinton and they're trying to, convince you to, do some dumb shit. All into the politics. You gotta watch these motherfuckers. This man looks so out of place right here. This man got a fucking drunk shirt on. This man look like he just rolled out the fucking bed, y'all. Now, if I came on here and I look like I just rolled out the bed, I got my hair all messy and shit. I look like I'm musky. And I tell y'all, hey, y'all come invest in me. Y'all be like, hell nah, nigga. But you would trust a motherfucker like this.
$26 billion. He donated $5 million to Joe Biden in 2020 alone, and $50 million.
He invested in Joe Biden, $5 million. I wonder why. But don't make it a political thing and say, oh, we knew the Democrats were dirty. Oh no, he invested in the Republicans too. He invested in both sides. Because whoever won, he wanted them motherfuckers to, hey, look the other way, motherfucker. Look the other way.
And became knee-deep in politics. Soon, he would be worth $26 billion.
He was worth $26 billion, y'all. Y'all don't hear me. 30 years old.
Donated $5 million to Joe Biden in 2020 alone, and $50 million to politicians ahead of the 2022 midterm elections. But there's a hidden detail to this story. A lesser-known player within FTX was Ryan Salome. He donated $23 million to Republican politicians to all.
So his partner donated $23 million to the Republicans. Sam gave $5 million to Joe Biden, and his co-founder gave $23 million to the Republican Party. So they was funding both sides of the government for them to look the other way while they fucking steal all your money. Ain't that some shit?
So gain political leverage for FTX. Left or right isn't the point here. The main issue is that this company was buying political influence and nobody was paying attention. On the 16th of November 2022, the United States, New York Fed, and 12 banks, including Citigroup and Wells Fargo, announced that they're testing digital US dollar crypto tokens.
Now, being that he put all that money into both sides of the government, now he had the banks, the big banks. Now they say, oh, we're going to start testing digital coins for wholesale transactions. Citigroup, HSBC, which is all banks, pretty much what all the banks are backed by. BNY Mellon, Wells Fargo, MasterCard, all of them was taking part of this shit.
But after years of chatter, central bank digital currencies are looking to be a part of the next financial system for the United States, and FTX wanted to be at the center of it. As Sam's empire grew, someone was watching closer than most. His name was Changpeng Zhao, aka CZ, and he was the CEO of Binance.
Now, I want y'all to recognize this guy here because he's going to be the guy that's responsible for why this whole thing blew up. Now, this Chinese guy or Asian guy, he is the CEO of Binance. Binance is the number one. Remember, Sam company FTX is number two. He is the number one cryptocurrency exchange company, Binance. He was paying attention. He knows about what the fuck was going on. The average person didn't realize.
FTX's biggest competitor. A single tweet from this man would start a chain reaction that will collapse Sam's empire. But we'll get to that. For Sam, everything would start to change in the second half of 2022.
Hold on, y'all. Got a commercial break. But this is amazing, y'all. This is amazing how we are easily tricked. Because we'll go off of who we like. We look at them celebrities and all that, and we're like, oh, NBA player invested, I should be invested. My little bit of dollars.
As inflation was beginning to rise, the US Federal Reserve lifted interest rates. Higher rates mean more expensive loans and a more cautious economy. For this reason, risk assets took a dive, and the premier among them was cryptocurrencies. As crypto firms began to blow up and go under, Sam became the man to bail them out. He could then buy the crypto off their books at record discounts. And this wasn't risky, because after all, Alameda Research had plenty of capital to spare. Or so everyone thought. Behind the scenes, Sam and his friends at Alameda were making huge losses from bad trades and these bailouts.
Meanwhile, guys, as crypto lenders continue to collapse along with prices, one key figure we've talked about has emerged to help stabilize the ecosystem. That is Sam Bankman-Fried, founder and CEO of crypto exchange FTX. Bankman-Fried's company provided a loan made up of crypto and cash that was worth about $500 million. Voyager only drew on about $75 million worth of that. Total legal analysts are telling me it's unlikely Alameda will recoup that equity and credit line. That money may be wiped out in Voyager's restructuring.
Seeking to prop up Alameda, Sam secretly transferred at least $4 billion worth of FTX consumer funds. Publicly, he was stating that all of these funds were being moved around within the FTX company. Quote, heads up, rotating a few FTX wallets today, mostly non-circulating. We do this periodically. Might have a few more coming. Won't have any effect. People tracking these wallets were suspicious, and they had a right to be. Sam was lying. This trade wasn't routine. It was the largest transfer of tokens on an exchange ever. And the recipient wallet wasn't one within FTX, but another wallet that was at Alameda.
So y'all got to remember, Alameda is the company that he started from the beginning, that he gave his little ugly girlfriend. So what he did, all this money with the money from that all these people are investing in that in his exchange, he used that money to buy up a whole bunch of smaller, wallets, and buy them for cheap and sell them for more. And what he started doing is, doing the little nerd shit and started goddamn trading, shuffling money around pretty much, typing in a whole bunch of numbers and shit.
According to Reuters, Sam did not tell other FTX executives about the move to prop up Alameda. He was afraid that it could leak. Meanwhile, Caroline accidentally said on a call that FTX used customer money to help Alameda meet its liabilities. The 27-year-old CEO just admitted to potentially criminal activity and could now be up for a lengthy jail sentence.
Oh, she can't do no
So the
business.
key point to note is that these funds given to Alameda weren't in dollars, but $4 billion worth of FTX's own tokens, FTT. And herein lies one of the biggest issues with Sam's crypto empire.
So he's shifting money to his other company that's ran by his other ugly girlfriend, and he ain't using real money. He making sure the money he used was the tokens from his exchange. It's a win-win situation. And the government allow this shit because he's fucking greasing their palms.
FTT was essentially a made-up token by Sam and his friends. Here's the problem. Say you had a great idea and were looking for an investment. Sam could say, here's $5 million. But it's
Pretty
not
much,
that.
Dave.
It's an FTT. Frankly, he was using money that didn't exist to buy things. As Corey Clipston, CEO of the investment platform Swan Bitcoin, puts it, quote, it's fascinating to see that the majority of net equity in the Alameda business is actually FTX's own centrally controlled and printed out of thin air token.
So he pretty much financed another company just printing up money. He printing up money like the fucking government. Just typing up shit.
On November 2nd, Sam's worst fears were realized when behind-the-scenes information about Alameda finally leaked. A report by the news outlet CoinDesk detailed a very unhealthy balance sheet that allegedly showed that much of Alameda's $14.6 billion in assets were held in FTT, the coin made up by Sam and his friends. In essence, Sam created a coin, artificially attributed value to it, and then used it as collateral to finance his projects. It was very, very shady. For Sam, this was never a problem as long as the coin went up in value. But things were different now. The crypto market was sliding, and as this happened, much of Alameda's books became essentially illiquid. Questions about the real financial stability of FTX began swirling. It became the perfect opportunity for Sam's main rival, CZ, to step in. Sam and CZ's relationship started 6 months after the launch of FTX. CZ bought 20% of the exchange for about $100 million. Sam?
So pretty much this dude, he went and bought 20% of this dude of Sam's stock. He paid, $1 billion for it. He bought a certain stake in this man's cryptocurrency, thinking that it was legit business, until he realized that this motherfucker something was up. And then he took all his money out. And then he made a tweet saying, hey, we taking all our money out of this shit. Everything all good, but we just don't feel confident in it no more. So everybody panicked. So now everybody wanted their money out. And if you know anything about a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme, if everybody try to withdraw their money at the same time, just like if everybody went to the bank right now and say, hey, I want all my money out of the bank right now, the banks wouldn't be able to handle that. Everything would crash immediately. And that's kind of what happened, y'all. Everybody get left holding their goddamn nuts. Like, what the fuck? Hold on. I invested money in this. Give me my money back. Or give me what it is that you say that my money done raised to. You say I invested $10,000 and my little wallet that I got on Coinbase or whatever, it say that I got $20,000, $50,000 or whatever. Here, let me withdraw all that. And everybody do the same thing. Yeah, you say that we winning. Okay, let me get my winnings and go home. Now everybody want their money. Now you can't pay everybody your money because all you was doing is taking everybody fucking money and telling people that you was gonna give them this 15% return. Done blew up the whole fucking thing. One man, because he took his money out and he had the biggest stake in it. Now everybody want their money. Oh man.
Would later buy back the stock for $2 billion.
So he bought back the stock for $2 billion. He put in $1 billion and he bought it back for $2 billion. So it sounds like he got down. Did he win or lose? Because he was like, oh hell nah. I see what the fuck going on here. You ain't about to get me caught up in the Dulo twist. The Asian was smart.
This sum was paid to Binance, in part, by FTX's own token, FTT. Meanwhile, CZ was bitter because behind closed doors, Sam had been lobbying for the creation of a brokerage-like licensing system for decentralized finance. And who would lose out the most from this arrangement? Almost all other exchanges, especially Binance, FTX's main rival. And this is where things get a bit crazy, because interestingly, it's reported that the head of the SEC, Gary Gensler, and Caroline's dad, Glenn Ellison, both worked at MIT as professors. At MIT, Caroline's dad was the former boss of the head of the SEC. An alleged leaked email shows that the SEC was going to give FTX, quote, no action relief. Basically, this means, we know that you're breaking the rules, but we'll look the other way.
Wow.
If these reports are true, we could be looking at genuine corruption within the US government. As FTX grew, CZ viewed them as a genuine competitor. He now had $2 billion worth of FTT tokens. If he wanted, he could bring down the house of cards. So he did, and the leaked CoinDesk report was the perfect excuse to do that.
Wow.
What set in motion the disaster was a simple tweet. It's November 6th, and CZ.
So this man, once he bought it back for $2 billion, right? So now he has the power to say, okay, now he don't have to keep quiet no more because his money ain't tied up in it no more. So this is the tweet that got down, that broke the camera back. This is the tweet. The tweet says, this is the CEO of Binance. As a part of Binance exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly 2.1 billion US equivalent in cash, BUSD in FTT. So they pretty much paid him in FTT coins, which is some shit that he made up that's backed up by whatever fuck he's saying is backed up by. He got his money out of there. Due to the recent revelations that have came to light, we have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT on our books. So he got rid of every fucking thing. He ain't want shit to do with these motherfuckers no more. When he said that, that's just like you seeing if a billionaire telling you, I'm taking all my money out of this shit, all at once. You as a person that might have put 100,000 in, you like, oh shit, hold on. If he taking his money out, I might need to be taking my money out too. So everybody following the lead guy. Oh man, you can't have that happen. Can't have that happen.
Comes out publicly, stating that Binance will dump the $2 billion worth of FTT that they got from that early FTX stake. Now, FTT wasn't heavily traded, so dumping all of this on the open market at the same time would have mammoth consequences.
So FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried took to Twitter this morning to clear something up. He said that a competitor is trying to attack the company with rumors. He then says in the same tweet, FTX is fine, assets are fine.
Yeah,
Over the weekend, speculation rose about the solvency of FTX. This came after a CoinDesk report revealed Alameda Research's balance sheet is full of FTX's native token FTT.
So pretty much over the weekend, this happened, y'all. This man, that dude, he cashed out all his FTT coins. He was like, hey man, I don't want this bullshit no more. Give me money. Yeah, I don't want this bullshit no more. Give me some money. And he had to pay it out. But now everybody looking at it like, oh, what the fuck going on? So he made a tweet like, oh, nah, we just fine. We good. Don't nobody panic. Don't everybody start taking their money out, man. That's just a competitor. He don't want our money because he trying to sabotage us. Oh, but that shit didn't work. He hit the panic button. He hit the fucking panic button. It's a domino effect.
So Binance CEO CZ got in on the actions. He said that he would be liquidating the exchange's FTT tokens on its books, and there was a little bit of back and forth with Alameda's CEO. Adam, I'm going to kick this off to you first. I was gone for a week, and what a story to come back to. Maybe you can talk us through what.
The tweet shook the crypto world, and money began bleeding out of FTX, and fast. In a correspondence with staff, a presumably panicked Sam said that the firm saw a, quote, giant withdrawal surge, as many users rushed to withdraw $6 billion in crypto tokens from FTX in just 72 hours.
So motherfuckers wanted all their money, over $6 billion that everybody telling him, hey, give me my shit. Because remember, he got a billion, he had 1 million people, over 1 million users. These are people that have these accounts and they put them in these so-called wallets. They put them in these wallets, these cryptocurrency wallets. Now everybody want their fucking money back. Over $6 billion. Man. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good, bro. That ain't good.
Sam would remain confident, stating, quote, we're chugging along. Obviously, Binance is trying to go after us. So be it, end quote. The FTT token's price collapsed 80% over the next 2 days. This resulted in FTX's reserves falling. FTX didn't even have the funds to pay out all of these withdrawals.
Wow. So over 72 hours, you was up billions of dollars. In 72 hours, everybody want their shit back, and you ain't even got the money to give these folks their shit back. You ain't got the money to give these folks their shit back, and all you got to do now is say, oh, we're filing for bankruptcy, so now you ain't got to pay none of these folks their shit back.
Had $9 billion in liability and only $900 million in liquid assets.
He was supposed to pay out $9 billion, but all he had was $900 million. That's a big ass goddamn gap. All they got is $900 million in assets, but you got $900 billion worth of people asking for their shit back. Think about that, y'all. Think about that for a quick second.
Stating, quote, we're chugging along. Obviously, Binance is trying to go after us. So be it, end quote. The FTT token's price collapsed 80% over the next 2 days. This resulted in FTX's reserves falling. FTX didn't even have the funds to pay out all of these withdrawals. They had $9 billion in liability and only $900 million in liquid assets. That's only 10% covered. To stop a further sell-off, Caroline of Alameda offered Binance a deal. Alameda would purchase all the FTT that Binance was dumping on the open market. But CZ, Binance's CEO, answered by stating that they, quote, won't support people who lobby against other industry players behind their backs. Next, more news would come out that would shock everybody again. Sam called CZ begging for help. An agreement was made for Binance to buy FTX. So to go from saying that assets are completely fine to a complete 180 and...
So he started panicking. So the same Chinese dude that goddamn that pulled out his $2 billion when everybody started asking for their money, and he noticed that hell, we only got $900 million, and I need to be paying out $9 billion. Now he calling the same dude that he claiming that that's trying to sabotage his business. Like, hey man, just buy the whole goddamn thing, bro. You good? You got it. Shit, all you got to do is merge it with your business. Oh, you got it, bro. Don't let me go out like this. Come on. Now, why the fuck would that man give a fuck about your finances? You in the way already as it is. Yeah, you in the way already as it is. Why the fuck should I help you?
Selling his company in a single day, things needed to be very bleak. While the deal was labeled as a strategic acquisition, CZ went into PR mode, stating that, quote, FTX was in trouble. We bought them to save them. He may have said that, but he knew perfectly well that dumping all of this FTT would destroy Sam's empire. Brian.
So he played the shit out of his ass. He was like, yeah, I'll buy it. And then he told him he'll buy it. Then he went and told everybody, hey, y'all, this motherfucker just tried to sell me all this shit. I told y'all he was fucked up. Hey, he played the shit out of Buddy. Damn, that's fucked up. He played the shit out of his ass. And like, oh yeah, you begging me to, oh yeah, we can work something out, buddy. Yeah, we can work something out. Yeah, go ahead and sell it all to me for cheap. As soon as he sold it to him. Hey y'all, this motherfucker was scamming y'all. Look at this shit. Look at this motherfucker, y'all. Man. Dirty world out here.
Have all of his assets at a steep discount would be a great way to consolidate power. But as a side, Binance were by no means clean themselves. The US Justice Department is investigating Binance. Allegations include money laundering and criminal sanction violations. Reportedly, Binance had helped Iranian firms trade $8 billion since 2018, despite US sanctions.
Oh, so see, Bankman, hell, he's helping out his people. See, he ain't giving a fuck about no goddamn American. He worrying about his people. He helped the Iranians trade $8 billion despite the sanctions that America put on Iran. But guess what? Hell, oh boy, he was helping out Ukraine. So these folks are backing these wars and shit with cryptocurrency. This shit get deep, y'all.
COVID-19, some people get it, and some people can get it bad. And for those who do get it bad, it may.
Yeah, you're right.
You're
right, David. They was quick to call him a goddamn genius, but it turned out he was just a big dummy. Anybody a genius when they got the money, when they're genius while they up. But as soon as you lose all that shit, you're a big dummy.
For a while, this looked like one of the most cutthroat business moves in recent times. Binance was able to destroy and acquire its main competitor.
Look like, nigga, that's the most cutthroat shit I ever seen. Boy, you think niggas in the hood goddamn backdooring your ass? Talking about, boy, this is the back door of the year. The back door of the year. Why he backdoor the shit out that man?
Allegations include money laundering and criminal sanction violations. Reportedly, Binance had helped Iranian firms trade $8 billion since 2018, despite US sanctions. For a while, this looked like one of the most cutthroat business moves in recent times. Binance was able to destroy and acquire its main competitor. However, only 2 days later, Binance made another announcement, and this would rock the crypto world once again. They were no longer pursuing the deal, and they weren't going to help FTX.
Oh shit! Hey, so this how cutthroat this shit got, y'all. He told the dude, yeah, I'll buy you out your shit. So the dude called him like, hey man, I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You done fucked around and bought, you done started this shit, man. You done started this domino effect. Bro, just buy me all out. You know what I'm saying? It could save me. You can get all this shit. Just save me. And you're like, yeah, I got you, buddy. I got you. Hey, boss. Hey, look at this motherfucker here. He's scamming y'all. He put him out there, right? And say, yeah, I'm gonna buy your shit out. I'm gonna buy your shit out. Then turn around and say, nah, I don't want that shit. I ain't about to save you, motherfucker. Threw his ass to the motherfucking wood. Nah, homie, nah. Hey, he left that motherfucker out to dry. God damn. Boy, these motherfuckers ain't shit, boy. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here, I'm telling you.
So what was the reason for the major U-turn? Once Binance investigated FTX's books, they found a disaster. The company had a far bigger gap between assets and liabilities than they expected. Reports suggest an $8 billion shortfall. With this news, even some employees at FTX were shocked.
So he went and looked at them books. He was probably gonna buy it for real. He went and looked at them books. He said, hold on, motherfucker. Hold the fuck up. You supposed to be paying out these folks. All these folks want their money back. And all you got is $900 million. And you supposed to be paying out $9 billion. Hold on, you short by $8 billion. Bitch, you trying to pass me off a company? Well, I'm gonna have to pay out $8 billion out the gate because you've been playing with these folks' money? Hell no. Nah, homie. Nah, homie. I'm gonna let you sink with this one. Yeah, nah. You're gonna have to sink by yourself with this. Pretty much what happened, y'all. He tried to pawn that shit off on this man.
Executives have been left in the dark about the true state of affairs. The kids in the Bahamas were playing with risk, and they were losing big without telling anyone. On top of this, the US Justice Department began to investigate. This was over the $10 billion of customer FTX funds that were given as loans to Alameda. So, with no liquidity and no plan B, FTX stopped withdrawals. Whispers of bankruptcy filled the digital spaces of Twitter. On the 11th of November, Sam resigns and tweets that FTX and Alameda are filing for bankruptcy. This news sent crypto markets crashing.
Now that you done found out shit about to hit the fan, shit done hit the fan, y'all. And he just go up and like, hey, we about to file bankruptcy. Everybody got their money in this shit. Everybody asking for their money back and all that shit. You got millions of dollars. You remember that one motherfucker, his dumb ass invested $200 million. Imagine if you're that guy that invested $200 million and then all of a sudden you got a motherfucker talking about, oh yeah, I'm about to file bankruptcy. Oh, hell no. You got break, but they putting hits out on this motherfucker. You think you're gonna walk around here with my money? Hell no.
No corner of the market was left unscathed.
Over $150 billion. In 3 days, that's how much the world's 15 largest cryptocurrencies lost.
The work over $152 billion. Now remember, they were showing Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these other coins. Remember when that guy was talking earlier? He was telling you how you should invest in them, how they always doing good. Now look at the motherfuckers. All them bitches nosedive. Because you're looking at FTX and you're like, hold on, if this dude can do this, what will stop all these other people from doing this shit? We don't know these folks. We putting our money into them, but if we start pulling our money out of all of these motherfuckers at one time, do they really got the money to give us what they say we got? Because we putting this money in this wallet, and then y'all saying that, oh, my $10,000 done flipped to $50,000, and all I'm doing is leaving it in there because I'm thinking I'm gonna be a billionaire in the goddamn next week. I'm thinking I might wake up tomorrow and Digicoin done went from 0.1 cent to worth of $5 a share, and I could just cash out and I'm gonna be rich. But that ain't the case. They want you to keep the money in that wallet because as long as that money is still in that wallet, they can go and trade it and exchange it with other shit. They can make money off of your money. The people at the top win. You putting in your little hard-earned money, you just part of the investor. You just one of the people that decided to put your hard-earned money in there to make somebody else rich under the illusion that you're about to become rich. But as soon as they say, oh, the gig is up, they're going to withdraw all the money, as much as money as they can. They're going to shift all this money to an offshore bank account where the government can't get it. And then they're just going to file bankruptcy and they're going to go overseas somewhere and relax on the Bahamas and go have ugly orgies. While you over here crying about the money that you done invested. And you're crying to the police and crying to the government, please, hey, y'all need to charge him. Y'all need to do this, and that. And the government like, well, you know, he did put $50 million into my campaign to get me elected. So we're going to act like we mad, but we really ain't mad. Sorry about your luck, nigga. Yeah, they having these ugly orgies. Putting out ugly kids and shit.
Lost in market value. It's because of the crypto exchange platform FTX.
Orderly is difficult when you have an entity that has 130 entities across the globe really looking to file for bankruptcy and receive whatever assets they can.
So you got over 130 companies out here in the world depending on you, and now you're talking about you don't even have the money to give them back. You're about to file bankruptcy while you got all these people money. All these employees are depending on you. That's amazing, people. One company. Y'all don't hear me typing in numbers and making you think that you got money that you don't really have. You put your real money into it. You put your real money into a pool and they're typing up numbers and cooking up the books and making you think that you done flipped your 10,000 or your little $100 that you put in. You thinking that your little $100 done built up to $3,000. Now you want your $3,000 because, you know, you're starting to see shit drop. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we got you. Yeah, we went bankrupt. And now all of a sudden the goddamn website that went down. And now your money gone too. Got to be more careful.
To make some investors partly whole again. However, the value of a lot of their holdings are.
Ooh, I don't know if y'all can see this. Those was those same cryptocurrencies I was showing earlier, y'all. And they was all green. Now all of them in the red. All of this one down. Look at this. FTX token. That bitch down 1.8657, down 44%. Bitcoin. That's what everybody was saying. Oh, yeah, I got to get me some Bitcoin. I need me some Bitcoin. You don't want no motherfucking Bitcoin now? Now, you might can buy it right now for cheap. If you gonna buy some shit right now, you better buy it right now, because that shit in the dirt right now. But if you already been dumping money into it, you done dumped $10,000 in it, $20,000 in it, because I believe at one point Bitcoin was like $30,000 for one Bitcoin or something like that. So if you went out there and you said, hey man, I'm about to invest in Bitcoin, you done went and bought you a $30,000 Bitcoin, and then now you done realize that your Bitcoin worth $100, and you done put $30,000 in that motherfucker. You mad as a motherfucker. You like, hold on, can I at least get my $100? And you can't even get that $100. Shit. You put $30,000 of real US currency behind this shit, thinking that you was about to become a millionaire next month. And now you like, hey, can I get my $30,000? Like, well, it's only worth $500. You like, God damn. Well, can I get my $500? Hey, why you trying to take that $500 out? Nah, we're gonna keep this $500 because we don't went bankrupt. Like, damn, I can't get nothing. Well, you can get an apology. Wow. It was $20,000 a share, and the little at $5 a week. Last year, it actually got up to about $70,000 of Bitcoin. Wow. If it got up to $70,000 of Bitcoin and it went down tremendously. It went down 7.9%. So if it was 70,000 then, shit, it's probably like 20 now. You done lost a whole lot of fucking money. And what do you do now? Try to still cash out? Now everybody's trying to cash out. Now you're going to collapse it because you done seen the major nosedive of it. So now you're like, damn, I done lost enough money. Say you invested $1 million, right? And then I went down and now you got them at 70,000. You be like, all right, let me take out what I got. Let me take out what I got. Now you want your money. Everybody want their money because they seeing that this shit is sinking. But now they ain't got the money that they said that they had. Now everybody can't get their money. So now they just go file bankruptcy and you fuck. And guess what they're gonna go do? They're gonna go start another coin. You ain't even gonna know they at the top of it this time. They done got smarter the next time. Now they just gonna put a face in front of it. It's gonna be the same motherfuckers that gonna go start another coin and go build a whole bunch of hype around it and say, yeah, go buy Ears coin. Go buy your Ears coin. Ears coin is the future. Ears coin, they boost your head up. Everybody, oh yeah, Ears coin. Oh, people are making billions. They gonna go out there, go run by that shit, and you're gonna find yourself in the same fucking situation again.
Obviously have fallen dramatically. You have FTX trading, the FTX US entity, Alameda Research, which is Sam Bankman-Fried's trading shop, and again, like I said, the 130 additional companies.
He apologizes and took full responsibility.
So that's all you're gonna get. You ain't getting your money back. You're gonna get an apology and full responsibility. This motherfucker tweeted. Let me tell y'all what he tweeted after he fucked up this bag. He actually fucked up the church's money, y'all. Let me tell you what he tweeted after he fucked up this bag like that. 1, I'm sorry. That's the biggest thing. I fucked up and should have done better. That's all he said, y'all. Nah, bitch, don't fuck up. You should, nah. I don't want to hear no shit. You should have done better. Bitch, I want my motherfucking money. And I want my shit now. Talking about I fucked up. That's the biggest thing. I'm sorry. Nah, bitch, don't be sorry. Be careful. Where my money at? The fuck? Is that enough for y'all? For a motherfucker to tell you, you done act like you the person that invested that $200 million. And you read a tweet like this. Motherfucker talking about, I'm sorry. That's the biggest thing. I fucked up and should have done better. Hold on, motherfucker. I gave you $200 million.
But people were understandably still extremely angry. And with that, FTX, which was once valued at $32 billion earlier this year, with investors.
Now, look, I know y'all can't see this that good. It says Sam Bankman-Fried's empire. He got ownership stake in these companies right here. And I know y'all have heard of some of them. In particularly, Robinhood. Remember how everybody say, yeah, you should go buy your invest in Robinhood. and this and that, this and that. You could become a this and that, this and that. That was this motherfucker. Yeah. So if you was over there thinking you was winning over there in Robin Hood, talking about the exchange and all that, nah, you wasn't winning. That was just all, that was smoke and mirrors, homie. Amelia Research, FTX, Bitwise, and I almost jumped on that Bitwise shit. Voyager, Skybridge, Extended Credit Lines, BlockFi, Voyager, and that's just some of that's probably the biggest ones. We ain't got to the smaller ones.
Including SoftBank and BlackRock, was no more. Another mystery soon came to light as it was discovered that $1 billion worth of customers' cryptocurrency had vanished from FTX.
Wow. So $1 billion in cryptocurrency. So you had your shit in there and that shit just vanished. Poof. Thin up. You just knew you was a millionaire and you was keeping it in your little wallet. Your crypto wallet. Yeah, I'm gonna take my $100,000 of my real money and I'm gonna put it all in this crypto wallet and I'm gonna watch it grow. Look at my wallet. Now your wallet goddamn went missing. The fuck out of here, man.
Also reporting that $1 to $2 billion of that customer money that was transferred to that trading house Alameda is just missing. They just don't know where it is. So that's a huge concern.
And to make matters worse, whatever money remained in the FTX accounts was hacked and stolen.
So, and the rest of the money that was sitting in there, the $600 million in crypto, it mysteriously got drained overnight. All of a sudden you got hacked. Hold on, bitch, you wasn't getting hacked when it was just your money. Now all of a sudden you getting hacked. You got hacked all of a sudden. Now they got everything nosediving. And guess what? The feds ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. You know why? Because he already done paid the government on both sides. They ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. All of a sudden the money disappeared over a fucking night. Everybody trying to get their money. And they talking about, yeah, the shit got hacked. You know, I don't know where that money went in. I bet that bitch overseas. He over there in the Bahamas, over there getting his dick sucked by an ugly bitch right now with your money. Yeah, that wallet got a hole in it. What's in your wallet?
Armed consumers began chattering on social media that cryptocurrency was disappearing from their accounts and their balance was now reading zero.
So you had a wallet and your shit had a balance of $10,000 and you was happy as a motherfucker. You invested $2,000 and you keep looking at your wallet. Yeah, my wallet full. Yeah, I got this Bitcoin money, my wallet. And then you look at that bitch in the morning, like, hold on, what the fuck my money at? What the fuck? Hold on. You can't even call nobody. You calling motherfuckers, you getting answer machines and shit. You like, hold on, what the fuck? Hey, what my money at? And we don't speak no English, so you say your money is missing, we put you on hold. Ho. Are you still there, sir? We need to put you on hold. Are you still there, sir? We need to put you on hold. It's still motherfuckers listening to elevator music right now. Trying to get It's a bitch right now listening to elevator music, trying to get her $20,000 back, trying to get that $50,000. They're like, man, my shit was just on my shit. It was just here. I woke up this morning to check my wallet and all my shit gone. You calling the customer service number? Yeah, we got you on hold. Are you still there? They got you talking to some goddamn Chinese and Indian motherfuckers. A lot of and you like, I can't understand you. Just where's my money? Oh, don't worry, sir. Your money is in good hands. And then, we're gonna put you on hold. More elevator music. Guys, to be more fucking careful. And I get to talk shit about this because I said this a couple of months ago. Before all this shit went down, tell me ears to the street didn't say this shit can happen. I ain't the smartest man in the world. I'll be the first to admit that. I'm not a billionaire. I probably will never become a billionaire. But y'all can't tell me Ears to the Street didn't say this shit a couple of months ago. Y'all can't say Ears to the Street didn't say this shit. I told Biz this shit. Tell me I ain't say this shit. Tell me I didn't predict this shit. I said, who backs that shit? Who is backing that money, that so-called claim shit, that cryptocurrency that you talking about? And I had people come up there and argue me down about that shit. And I stood on that shit. I stood on that shit. I said, at any given time, no folks have got them zip that money out of there, and you can't do a motherfucking thing about it. That shit ain't backed by nothing. It's just a whole bunch of people typing in fucking numbers in your shit, playing with your shit. Y'all don't make me go and find the video. I'll fucking go find that motherfucker if I gotta prove myself. Ears was right.
Over $500 million in cryptocurrency was siphoned.
$500 million.
Online blockchain detectives are now watching closely. So far, the hacker has moved into Ethereum, making them one of the largest holders in the world.
So now the hacker moved the money over to Ethereum, making him the goddamn the largest motherfucking crypto in the world. Now watch what happened to Ethereum in about 6 or 7 more months, or a couple of more months. It's gonna happen again. Only people gonna win is the people at the top. Soon as shit go to going haywire, all that money start disappearing all of a sudden. Yeah, start going to the overseas accounts and all that type of shit, or it gets switched over to another coin. You ain't safe. If you do invest in it, while it's hot, it go hot real quick. As soon as you see that bitch turn a profit, go and get your motherfucking money. Get your shit. Don't wait till everybody else start pulling out. Don't wait till you see some shit on Twitter or whatever. By then, it's too late. As soon as you hit a lick, that's what I was trying to tell my homegirl when she was trying to convince me. I was like, well, if you already up, you telling me you invested some of your stimulus money into it, thousands of dollars. I think she invested like, I don't know, I can't remember, but it was a lot of money she had invested in it. And she was telling me, yeah, I got 40,000, I got such and such thousand. I was like, well, why won't you just take all that out and just leave out 1,000 of it? That ain't how it work. She was trying to, get all smart and shit on me and all that, getting all mad and shit, because I'm speaking of general common sense shit. You already up. That's the point of a flip. Get the flip, get the fuck on. You sitting there adding more and more money to the shit. I'm like, what the fuck sense that make? The flip supposed to be you buy low, sell high. I know that. I ain't got to have to be a college graduate or no shit to know that shit. Buy low, sell high. If my shit done doubled up by 100%, 50%, 200%, motherfucker, I'm gone. I'm not about to sit here and try to be greedy and try to see if I can become a billionaire off this shit. Hell nah, motherfucker. I know something up. Give me my goddamn money and let me go. She over there looking sick right now too, y'all. She woke up and all this money she been dumping in there. I told her though, man. I told her she's sick as a motherfucker right now. I ain't talked to her in about a year and a half. But I remember this was a conversation I was having with her about a year and a half ago. And we damn near came into an argument because I couldn't understand the dumb shit. Straight common sense.
Peaceful state.
Common sense ain't that common though, y'all. Common sense ain't that common. You ain't gotta go to college to get common sense. We almost done with this video, y'all.
Sequoia Capital, one of the biggest FTX backers, announced that their stake was essentially worthless and wrote it off their books. So I guess next time, when they take an investment call with a guy playing League of Legends, they may think twice. Galois?
So that company that invested $200 million, that's them. They just realized that that shit is worthless. Zero, nada. They ain't getting shit back. Well, if you on an investment call with a motherfucker and he on the computer playing a game called League of Legends, motherfucker, you ain't got time to be managing this $200 million. Cause I'm telling y'all to invest. Hey, everybody in this chat, I need y'all to invest $100 in me right now while I'm playing Madden. I'm telling all y'all, I'm playing Madden right here. I ain't even taking shit serious. I'm over here into my mad game, but I'm over here telling y'all, hey y'all, I can make y'all some money if y'all invest $100 a piece into me right now. Send cash at me right now, y'all. Y'all will swear I was a scammer, right? Y'all will swear I was a scammer. When y'all invest that $100, I'm gonna make sure everybody get $1,000 back. I'm telling you, damn, this nigga here dropped the pass. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna make y'all $1,000. You give me $100 right now, I'm gonna send you back $1,000. All you gotta do is put it in my wallet. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my wallet. All y'all money that gonna be in my wallet, and I'm gonna keep it safe for y'all. Let me get back to playing my game. Hit that cash out. Hit that cash out. God damn, boy. We'll trust these motherfucking white faces, boy. We'll trust a motherfucker with some curly hair, don't go out and work out, ain't got no kind of discipline, ain't got no kind of life. Fucking little troll, ugly little fairy looking women and shit. How the fuck you trust a motherfucker like that? I wouldn't have trusted this motherfucker. I guess that's why I ain't rich. I guess that's why I ain't rich. That's why I ain't no billionaire. I guess I got too much. Well, right now I'm richer than him. Cause if he $8 billion in the hole and shit, that mean I got more money than him. But I know he ain't $8 billion. He $8 billion in the U.S. hole. That bitch over there in the Bahamas right now getting his ass licked and got a whole bunch of goddamn dollars. He got probably 300. He probably got $3 million stashed in U.S. cash currency. They can't come and arrest him. They ain't got no jurisdiction. None of that shit. He got the kind of money where he could go anywhere in the motherfucking world and go hide out. You think that motherfucker, while he was up, do you think that man ain't going to have, let's say, $5 million somewhere just laying around in cash? Because he could have went in and withdrawn $5 million in cash at one point in time and nobody wouldn't have blinked an eye about it. All you got to do is take that shit and goddamn go stash it somewhere. Now that you got all this bullshit going on, that man over there in the Bahamas right now, they can't come over there and get him from the Bahamas. They can't go get his money out of a foreign bank account. Why you think they always say, yeah, I got money overseas. I got a foreign bank account. U.S. can't touch that shit. He done turned that money into a different kind of coin already. All that money that all of a sudden got hacked, disappeared overnight. Yeah. You think he ain't got nothing to do with that? Man, please. I got a motherfucking bridge in Bronx I gotta sell your ass. You believe that shit?
Capital, a hedge fund whose founder is credited with spotting the collapse of Luna, still had, quote, half of our capital stuck on FTX. At the time of implosion, BlockFi had to stop withdrawals and are now filing for bankruptcy. A teacher's pension fund in Canada invested almost $100 million into FTX. So now innocent people, we have nothing to do.
So a Canada teacher's fund. This is a teacher's pension. These are people that are teaching these little Canadian kids. They thought it was a wise investment. They invested in a motherfucker that was goddamn scamming their ass. They had them invested in a goddamn invisible coin. Had them invested in the air. That's the most expensive air you ever seen. A teacher's pension, they invested $95 million in U.S. money into that fucking goddamn FTX. These folks gonna work their whole fucking life for their pension. Now these motherfuckers gonna have to work till they dead and ain't gonna get a goddamn thing because they made one dumbass decision. They banked on a 30-year-old goddamn 30-year-old virgin. Well, until he got them billions. Fucking crazy.
With crypto, could see a dent in their retirement. FTX bankruptcy files show 134 affiliate companies across the world. Estimates say that liabilities could be up to $50 billion.
50
For a
billion.
sense of scale, Enron's
liability could be up to $50 billion. There's $50 billion out there. People out here are sick. 100 and some companies. Can you imagine how many employees are depending on that? How many people retirement? How many people's pension are depending on this shit? You thought Enron was something, Bernie Madoff ain't shit compared to this motherfucker right now. He just made Bernie Madoff look like a goddamn street hustler. This shit is crazy. And this is fairly new, y'all. So y'all are not seeing the repercussions that this is about to bring. This is fairly new news. This ain't even a week old yet. See, niggas still concentrating on all the bullshit right now. They still worrying about a lot of bullshit. Niggas ain't, niggas don't want to tell you about this part of the business. They only want to tell you when shit is going good. They don't want to tell you about this part. Ears was trying to tell y'all about this part. I ain't no fucking financial guru. I ain't no genius. I ain't the smartest man in the world. I'm a clever motherfucker. I ain't smart. I tell people that all the time. People are like, you smart. No, the fuck I ain't. He's smart. He's a smart dummy. But no smart motherfucker play with numbers and shit like that. I can't do all that shit. I can put up some ducks. I can do some shit. I'm good at some shit in life. One thing I'm good at is goddamn using my third eye though. Yeah, when it comes to common sense now, I do got that.
Abilities were 23 billion. Fittingly, FTX.
So Enron, they was the biggest scam in the country at 20, because they scammed motherfuckers out 23 billion. He was holding that title for a minute. Now this motherfucker at 53 billion.
Or affiliate companies across the world. Estimates say that liabilities could be up to $50 billion. For a sense of scale, Enron's liabilities were 23 billion. Fittingly, FTX's new CEO is the former Enron bankruptcy lawyer. The White House would comment on the situation, calling for more regulation. As for Sam,
and that's exactly what they wanted to do. I think that was the plan, y'all. Because you see how he funded both sides of the government, trying to see who would win. Whoever would win, they already knew what they was going to do. But the government was already trying to get a regulation over the cryptocurrency. And plus they were seeing that the cryptocurrency was pretty much a way a lot of people was trying to get out of the American dollar. Yeah, America got their hand in this shit, man. You think America was trying to switch over to cryptocurrency. Y'all see what it said earlier? They was promoting it. They set up the fucking play. Don't think that these motherfuckers ain't got nothing to do with this. Biden had something to do with this. They gave him $5 million. They gave the goddamn orange motherfucker $23 million. They set this play up. That's why ain't shit gonna happen to this motherfucker. Or he'll be dead in a minute, or he'll be claiming dead. Man, please.
According to reports, he lost all of his wealth and has a negative net worth. This is because he has more debt than equity in all of his companies and investments. Adding the involvement of the Department of Justice in the case, who knows how much the damages would be.
So you were just worth $26 billion, and in less than a week, now you bankrupt and you are in the hole for estimated $50 billion. Right now it's at $8 billion. But as you can see, everything ain't all the way unfolded yet. Now he get to just file bankruptcy or Chapter 11, and he ain't responsible for none of it. The company takes the loss. Hey, everybody go their merry way. Y'all can't prove shit. I'm over here in the Bahamas. You can't get that money out of my offshore accounts. You ain't gonna get that cash I got stashed. And you ain't gonna come across goddamn shore to come arrest me. You might try to send some motherfuckers over here to assassinate me or try to lure me. All I gotta do is stay my ass out of the United States, and I'm good. All I gotta do is go to a country that don't extradite. And I'm good. All I gotta do is go. He can go to any of our enemies' countries right now that didn't lose money on him, and they'll let him lay up under them. All he gotta do is grease their pockets with a couple of $1 million, and they'll sit there and goddamn let him live there forever. He ain't gotta worry about this shit. He rode off like a fucking fat cat. And we're gonna be over here crying like a motherfucker. Now it's gonna be the big thing when it comes to this new election. You're gonna hear the Democratic candidates and the Republican candidates. Already Elizabeth Warren is already babbling on the table about cryptocurrency regulations. This is exactly what they wanted. Cryptocurrency regulation. It should be regulated, don't get me wrong, but now you're putting it in control of the American government now. When it's supposed to be the total opposite, because we're already seeing that we are already trillions in debt in the deficit from America making bad decisions and goddamn the invest in interest rates that we owe on our deficit right now. We're $36 trillion in debt. So when people are trying to get out of the American currency because they're seeing that the money is inflating and they're trying to go to a different currency, and you have this cryptocurrency that can be created by anybody. Like I say, right now, I can go create ears coin right now. Only thing is, I gotta convince y'all to have faith in my ears coin. I gotta convince a million people to say, hey, ears coin is worth something. I'm gonna invest in it. And I don't have to have it backed by anything except for my word. Hey, this ears coin gonna be shit in 10 years. You better put something in it right now. And at the end of the day, whenever I want to, I can take all the money that all y'all invest in my ears coin, I can switch it to another account a little bit by little bit. I can exchange it to another coin or whatever. And then somebody can tweet something out and everybody can start asking for their ears coin money back. And I can say, oh, I ain't even got it. Bankruptcy, shut it all down. Let me get my ass out of this country and get the fuck on. All y'all that invest in the ears coin, fuck y'all, I'm rich.
Sam is currently under police surveillance in the Bahamas.
Oh, he had a surveillance.
On November 16th, Sam tweeted that he was going to meet regulators to try and repay customers. Comments under the tweet
hold on.
as basically.
What did this motherfucker say?
Sam is currently under police surveillance in the Bahamas.
So he under surveillance. He under surveillance in the Bahamas. So I guess if you try to go anywhere, they're going to trap his ass on that island. Bitch, you better try to take your ass off of this island. The minute he leave that island, boy, they're going to try to snatch his ass up. Hey, this motherfucker tweeted, my one goal is to do right by customers. Nigga, you don't give a fuck about no goddamn customer. Get this shit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm contributing what I can to doing so. I'm meeting in person with regulators and working with the teams to do what we can for customers. And after that, investors. But first, customers. Man, that don't even sound convincing. Get the fuck out of here, man.
On November 16th, Sam tweeted that he was going to meet regulators to try and repay customers. Comments under the tweet could be summarized as basically, what are you doing? You should be in jail. Meanwhile, Bloomberg reports that US and Bahamian authorities are in talks to bring Sam back to the US for questioning.
Oh, shit.
This will be a test of his political donation money, for sure. So naturally,
Exactly.
there's unconfirmed rumors at this point. I'm going to still mention them, but take the following with a grain of salt. The main theory is that the hack was an inside job. Funds were stolen through a secret backdoor that Sam could siphon without detection. When Reuters asked about the missing funds, Sam simply responded with 3 question marks. As for...
Of course he would. What are you supposed to say? Yeah, I took that money out. The fuck you expect them to say? We already knew that. Duh. All of a sudden the money just disappeared out of the blue? Duh. Yeah, we know Sam got that motherfucking money. Duh.
Crypto as a whole. There's now a whole lot of risk and uncertainty. It's going to take a while to see which companies were dangerously tied up with FTX.
A lot of firms seem like they were tied up somehow with FTX.
Right now, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with the market and what arrests are being made. Will there now be regulation? What happened to the missing funds? We just don't know at this point. It's a wild story that's still unfolding.
FTX, generated an FTT token. If you trade your own token on your own exchange with wash trading, with leverage, you can park the price at any number you want. So you want to make $1 billion, you jack the price by $3 by wash trading with yourself. Then you generate $1 billion of collateral. Then you look for a bank that'll loan you money against the collateral. Of course, nobody in their right mind should be loaning money against an air token that you manipulated yourself. But of course, Sam happened to be the CEO of a bank that made loans. So he applied for a loan from his own bank and he granted it to himself. And then he took real assets like Bitcoin from his honest customers. And then he rehypothecated them, traded them, lost them. And so this is just an egregious ethical lapse, and it can't go on.
So what can we learn?
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? I'm gonna stop that video right there because y'all get the point by now. Now, I do have one more video and then we're gonna end this live. It's only 6 minutes and I ain't gonna talk as much through it, but I think it's very important to see this video because this video is gonna tell you more about the guy that exposed him. Now, that's the guy from Binance. He finally spoke out. Now, let's see what he got to say. And like I say, I'm not gonna, I ain't gonna do too much talking through it because, you know what I'm saying, it's getting late. I don't want to hold y'all up too much or whatever. But I think this is very important to know. And I think this would be, you know, enough of information to, you know, see what the hell really going on.
Misappropriating user funds. They were taking user funds to do other things. And I think the trigger was like a...
Hold on. So this is the owner of Bankman. Remember that guy that, you know, was acting like he was going to buy him out, but then he changed his mind and then threw his ass out there to the wolves? This is that guy. This is the guy that has the #1 cryptocurrency exchange in the world. Remember, Sam was #2. This is the #1 crypto exchange CEO in the world. And he kind of exposed this motherfucker. And hell, I don't even trust his ass.
FTX is misappropriating user funds. They were taking user funds to do other things. And I think the trigger was like a week ago. There was a CoinDesk article. And then my team says, we still have a lot of FTT coins. Like, what? Should we sell it? Sure, why not? So the next day...
So they seen something, they were like, shit, ain't this some bullshit? Should we sell this shit? You're like, hell yeah. He talking about, sure, why not? Nah, you motherfucker, you like, hell, man, sell that shit right now. Get rid of that shit.
It was a big transaction reported by Wearablers, saying that $580 million US worth of FTT was transferred to Binance.com. And the team said, see, this is our transfer. I was like, well, really, you sure? Like, yeah, sure. And should we be transparent about it? Like, yeah, sure, we should be transparent about it. So I just wrote a tweet in a few minutes. But I wanted to explain, like, how do we have this much, right? So we can't just have $580 billion worth of FTT all of a sudden. We didn't buy it from secondary markets. We got it as a transaction of our equity exit out of FTX a year and a half ago, which was publicly reported. So I said that, and then I didn't know my phone would blow up. Like,
he a lying motherfucker. He knew exactly what the fuck he was doing. Now, I give you credit. That was smart. Taking money out of this shit, you see some funny shit. But he tried to act like when he made that tweet, and he tried to act like when he knew he was drawing all this damn money out of his shit, like that wasn't going to cause a domino effect. You know how this shit works.
Over the rest of the evening. So, and also didn't know, like, you know, the second day I said, look, I didn't know that was, I think the word we used was the straw that broke the camel's back. And that's before Sam SBS called me 24 hours later. I thought it was just causing a lot of waves in the Twitter, in the community. 24 hours later, Sam calls me and says, hey, CV, can we talk? Okay, I thought he was going to do an OTC deal, right? I thought he was going to ask him.
So when shit started falling and he took his money, Sam called him, hey man, we need to talk, bro. We need to talk. So like, all right, we can talk. So he thought that he wanted to do an OTC deal. And what's showing on the screen right now is describing what an OTC deal is to you. I'm gonna read this to y'all real quick. An OTC deal is over-the-counter, is a bilateral contract in which two parties or their brokers or bankers as intermediates agree to how a particular trade or agreement is to be settled in the future. It is usual for an investment bank to do its clients directly. So he was trying to kick the can down the road kind of thing. Like, damn, bro, you see I'm fucked up? How you gonna take all this money? I can't just pay you a little later? I can't owe you and shit. You're like, nah, motherfucker, I want my shit now.
It's easy when I do an OTC deal. then we can put all the negative comments out, and confidence is restored. I thought he wanted to do that, but instead he just said, look, we have much bigger troubles. I said, look, we don't want users to get hurt, and we want to protect the users. So the deal, to be honest, I can't comment on any specifics on the deals, but from our perspective, the deal did not make sense from a number of fronts. From a financial perspective, it's a big hole. From new users,
it didn't make no goddamn sense because that man looked into the finance and realized you owe out $9 billion and your motherfucking ass only got 900 million. Yeah, motherfucker, this don't make no sense. You trying to kick the can down the road, but you ain't gonna have no money down the road. Why don't I just goddamn do what I'm doing? I'm still gonna be winning. That's you that gonna be fucked up. I'm not tired of you, motherfucker. What I eat, what you eat don't make me shit. Pretty much. In nigga words. See, these folks talking all that good smart shit. Hell, I'm gonna just tell you like a nigga. Hey, he tried it though.
FTX, we have very high overlap. We cover all the regions they cover, and they're much less user than us. From a technology or product perspective, I think we have a superior product. They don't have anything that we don't have. Our original intention was to let's save the users, but then the news of misappropriating user funds, especially U.S. regulatory agencies' investigations, we're like, okay, we can't touch that anymore. As soon as I understood we couldn't touch it anymore, I said, let's make that announcement as quickly as possible because we don't want to say we don't want to do a slow no. We want to.
Pretty much, he said when they was gonna work out a deal, just like that other video said, when he was thinking about buying it out, then he changed his fucking mind, and then he put out that statement, yeah, because he found out that man owed more money than he fucking. It was a big ass gap, and he was like, hold on, let me go ahead and put my statement out here because if people see me withdrawing all this money, they're gonna think I knew that this shit was about to sink, and that's why I took my money out. So he had to get in front of this shit. He wasn't about to go down with that shit. Pretty much. And why would he give a fuck about this goddamn arrogant kid? This motherfucker 30 years old, he know what the fuck he was doing.
If you're gonna do a no, we do a quick no. That's one of my principles.
Yeah, he about to be doing the visitation. Do the visitation. Do the visitation. Do the visitation. Open up your mouth.
We'll see in business. So that this way we don't drag on for a long time, and then we also remove any uncertainty or doubt in the community because, as you can see, when the deal was going on, the deal was happening, crypto was growing. Uncertainty is actually worse than negative news. So when the news is out, everybody knew, okay, this is where we are. So we said, look, let's announce it as quickly as possible. So we announced it, and then after we announced it, I've been trying to keep quiet to the extent possible. So I didn't appear on any TV interviews, etc. But another very big player going down. A few months ago, there was Luna, 3 arrows. Luna was big, 3 arrows were smaller, and then with Celsius, Voyager, they're even smaller. But then FTX is big. So with such a big player going down, I think we're seeing $30-40 billion of value. That's the FTX valuation that was before that they raised that. Plus quite a few $1 billion of the user funds that's kind of gone. So with this type of events happening is devastating for the industry. A lot of consumer confidence is shaken, and I think basically we've been set back a few years. Now regulators rightfully will scrutinize this industry much harder, which is probably a good thing, to be honest. I think regulators definitely need it. I don't think our society is advanced enough to live in a world without rules. So once we have rules, then that's what regulations are. Somebody has to make some rules. So, but doesn't mean all the rules are good. That doesn't mean all the rules are bad. The rules need to be sensible. If the rule says, hey, we're just going to ban crypto altogether in Indonesia, that's one type of rule.
Yeah, that'd be fucked up. But like I said, we see what's going on because he was funding both sides of the government, the right and the left. So in America, you might can set a rule, but see, this cryptocurrency goes around the world. You can't. What you gonna tell Americans they can't do it, but you're gonna have Indonesia where they can't can do it, or China they can do it, but we can't do it, or like how can you regulate something that's worldwide? You're not regulating a U.S. dollar. Now you're regulating somebody else's shit, people that are doing shit from a computer stage. So this is a big fuck right now. Yeah, the cryptocurrency, it was going up and it was a beautiful thing for a second until we see what can go wrong. And this is what I was saying a couple of months ago. I was telling what can go wrong. And people were like, but look at what can go right. I can become a billionaire overnight. Okay, you can lose a bit. You can lose 10 billion overnight also. Would you be okay with having $1 billion for a year and then being $10 million in debt next year and have the fucking feds goddamn have you trapped on the island where you can't leave? The folks gonna make this man's life a living hell.
I think that's obviously going to be bad. If you say anything goes, that's also not so good in general. There will be a lot of scammers, a lot of guys doing business in a bad way and cause a lot of damage. So we need to find a balance. So it's not an easy task. So that's on the regulation side. And then on the crypto side, with the people holding their own asset, be their own bank.
Now he's about to explain, if you're gonna do cryptocurrency, you need to hold your own asset. You need to have your own USB drive or thumb drive or whatever you want to call it, where you're keeping your shit private, or you're keeping up with your shit where you ain't got somebody stealing your shit or goddamn trading your shit without your knowledge. If you got a certain amount of crypto coin, you don't need to have it, or you're gonna have it in somebody's wallet, online wallet site or exchange shit where they can be taking your money and secretly exchanging it on the side, and you don't even fucking know about it. You thinking that you invested in this coin and your money just sitting in the account or your wallet, but somebody is using your money, making bad decisions with your money, and then when they fuck up, only thing they gotta do is claim bankrupt. You wake up in the morning and look at your so-called wallet and that shit gone. But you could have had that shit on your own private drive or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and have it safe that way. If you got currency, if you got cryptocurrency, you got your cryptocurrency. It's locked right here. It's not in your balloon account where you can play with my fucking money. And then when you decide that you're going bankrupt, you take my money too. Nah. So it ain't like cryptocurrency can't work. It's just that you got to be in control of your own shit. But in order for you to do that, you have to be smart enough to know how to use this shit. Now, I'm not smart enough to know how to do that shit. It can be learned. It can be learned. I'm smart enough to understand how I can get fucked. I might don't know how all the ins and outs, but I got them know how to not get fucked. I'd rather just stay out of it until I learn the ins and outs. But see, when people know something that you don't know, that's an easy way to get fucked. So when you going into this shit, if you decide to go into cryptocurrency, learn how to fucking protect yourself. Let me go to that bitch blindsided. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying that cryptocurrency is all a scam or whatever. I believe you can make good money in it. You can do, you know, you can come up or whatever. But when you come up, I would suggest motherfucker take their money out when they do come up and goddamn learn how to secure your stuff. Like he's about to explain.
I think eventually the technology will get there, but today it's not easy. Today, technically you can. The technology is there, but it's just not easy to use. It's not easy for an average person to say, hey, I'm going to save my private keys, have multiple copies of backups. So if I lose my computer, if I lose my hard wallet, I can restore it. And worst case is we all die. So if I'm no longer around, how does my kid?
Yeah, that's another thing. If you fuck around and die and you got all this money in a fucking wallet, you can't get that shit to your kids or your family or nothing like that if everything's dependent on you to be able to log in, verify your ID and all that, and then you die. You can't say it. You ain't get that information to nobody else. So apparently now you can say you invested $1,000, and I'm just lowballing. Say you invested $1,000 in some shit, or let's say 50,000. That's more something that could be, you know, life changing. Say you invested $50,000, $100,000 in something, and now you got $800,000 in your wallet or something like that, and now you're being secure about it. Yeah, you know it's in your wallet, but your kids don't know about it, and all these people and all this stuff don't know nothing about it. But you die. Now they got free money. Because now nobody else knew how to get that money out of there. They can't verify shit for you. So this is what this man is talking about.
Inherited. With the tools today, we can do it, but it's just not very easy. 99% of people don't know how to do it. 99% of people probably do not even know how to securely encrypt a USB backup. We need to make the tools easier. As the tools become easier to use while being very secure, more and more people will shift to that. But today, if you look at the real situation today, the majority of people will be much more comfortable using an email, password, and customer support if they forget it. And we also have many cases where a person passed away. The next of kin comes with a death certificate. We validate it, wait for a month, just make sure that the guy doesn't come back alive. And then we give the funds to the kin. So today, the majority of people, for the majority of what we call regular, normal people, a centralized exchange is easier to use, even though they have to go through KYC, AML, which is actually quite cumbersome. So we need.
So this is very educational because, like you said, normal people, we don't understand all that shit. You know, the backing all our shit up on the USB and all that stuff like that. We just be like, oh, I want to invest in Bitcoin. How do I do that? Oh, and then somebody like him, like Sam, will say, yeah, come to my exchange company, or like something like Coinbase or something like that. Y'all, Robinhood, or all these, crypto exchange companies or whatever, and you go to that and you like, hell yeah, let me get into y'all shit. I'm gonna get a wallet. I'm gonna put my real money in here. Y'all gonna hold my money there, and then I'm gonna buy different kind of coins from your shit. And all the while, the money that I'm giving y'all taking my money and playing with it in other places. And then when you take your loss, I have to lose too, and I ain't have shit to do with what you was doing. I just wanted to invest in a certain kind of cryptocurrency. But all it takes is one stupid motherfucker to fuck up everything. And the average person doesn't know how to back up their cryptocurrency. It's pretty much what he's saying. Or to be able to pass it along to a next of kin if I pass away and I got millions of dollars tied up in my cryptocurrency. How can my family get it if I don't have it backed up?
To transition the industry improves incremental steps, not giant leaps forward.
What's so great about being a Kroger Boost member? Free delivery on the Kroger products you love.
Hold on, y'all. Quick commercial break. We almost done, y'all. We almost done. I know everybody getting tired. Okay, that was it. But I hope everybody learned something tonight. I don't want to scare anybody from, making investments, taking risks and everything. I'm just saying, if it sounds too fucking good to be true, most likely it probably is. If it don't make no motherfucking sense, if it don't make, if it make too many damn dollars, it might not make a whole bunch of sense. Just be a little bit wiser about it. Like I said, it's not a bad thing to invest in it, but whenever you give people that much control, whenever you trust in man, this is sometimes the results of trusting in men. So y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight. Shout out to everybody that kicked it through the whole show. Love Lay, Duran, BTV. Y'all kept my chat going because everybody's pretty much just listening. I can tell everybody's probably listening instead of in here chatting, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it with me. Salute to David Johnson. Salute to everybody else that pulled up and just went over this teachable moment. And I know a lot of people have Mom Boss Mayo. Salute to you. Good night to you, Cheryl Palmer. I know people have invested in their Bitcoin, and I don't, like I said, I'm not against investing in it. I just wouldn't put anything in there that you can't miss. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'll drop probably $100 or $200 in that motherfucker. I'll still be mad about my motherfucking $200 though. But me, I'm the type of person I like to try to buy low and come up off some shit. I ain't gonna go dump a whole bunch of shit in there and just depend on some shit. You know what I mean? So don't invest more than you can afford. But even if you only invest $100 or $200, you and 1,000 people do that same thing, you still making somebody else rich. You gonna make somebody else rich. You know what I'm saying? So especially when you're dealing with pyramid schemes. So do what you want with your money. Just be careful. And just know that a lot of people can't be trusted with your damn money. They can't be trusted with your money, and we know what part the government has to play in this, because they're going to try to sit there and act all outraged. But none of them motherfuckers was outraged when they was getting those donations. Not one of them motherfuckers was outraged. And they still ain't going to be outraged. If y'all wondering why this man ain't been picked up or locked up yet, or his parents haven't been picked up or locked up, or the little ugly ass girl that running the other company ain't been picked up or locked up, we know exactly why. We know exactly why. But I'm gonna get up out of here. Everybody have a marvelous night. I am Wigmade 912, and I'm about to get out y'all area. Y'all look for me on the look for me when you see me. I'm out. Let me show y'all one of my HVAC videos I'm working on. One of my HVAC videos I've been working on some editing with for the other channel. If y'all haven't already, sub up to Ductwork TV. We're gonna have them videos coming soon.